What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to us. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh! Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it.
Careful!
Oh God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh. What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
I'm not gonna
Get in there. No, just hold on.
make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing. On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die. You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Is a
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh, yeah, there's something in there.
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is... Oh. What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing. On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, it's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die. You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's probably worth it.
make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Has a
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Yeah. Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it.
Careful!
Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is.
Oh!
What am I supposed to say?
I don't. It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. Put it. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
Won't let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
I'm not gonna-
Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you covered. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it. Help!
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, it's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die. You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Is a
ago.
dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to us. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it.
Careful!
Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is...
Oh!
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it. Help!
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick. Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Hey, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die. You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You got to give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work them. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
Welcome in everybody to the National East Coast Athletic Conference Collegiate Conference. I can't even say that with a straight face. April Fools. It is us here at the NECC. You can take a look up at the
Talking
top
grapes.
right here,
April
right here.
Fools.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we should have went in with that, man. Oh, we should have had a better joke prepared. But no, we are here. We are into the NECC playoffs, deep into them, semifinals, and it's a rematch of last season's grand finals between the Eutectics and Grandview. Eutectics ranked 16th in the nation right now. Should be Grandview ranked 12th. Some teams that are hunting for some bids, maybe securing some of their own very shortly.
Yeah, I know this. You talk about being an NECC Grand Finals rematch. This is a potential preview for CLOL Top 32. There is a very realistic world that both of these teams end up in like Group D and E, or maybe E and F, or something like that, and they end up facing off against each other, right? The way Top 32 works now, it's double elim. Like there's so much. There's so much happening, and realistically, I think that both of these teams could make a run for top 8. I'm going to call it right here. I'm going to call my shot. They could make a CLOL top 8 run.
Are you sure about that, bro? Like, I'll give you a chance to walk that back.
I'm the king of bad takes. Maybe,
okay. Yeah, I mean, like, this is true. You do believe that cheese belongs on a fried chicken sandwich, so you are clearly the king of bad takes here.
You're insane for that.
You know what cheese doesn't belong on? A Wenzel's Farm snack stick. No mess, no distractions. Bold protein-packed flavor to keep you locked in, whether you're grinding ranked or leading the squad. Wenzel's keeps you powered up. Grab a stick, stay in the game, crush the competition. Wenzel's Farm, fuel for gamers, flavor for champions. We also got a G Fuel code up above Shibby's head. Use NECC20 for a discount on G Fuel. And we'll head to the starting rosters for both of these squads. Over for Grandview, we have Ariana in the top lane, Castle in the jungle, Jincall in the mid lane, Nice Star and Pluto on the bot side. Meanwhile, for the Eutectics, Johnny Rockets in the top lane, James in the jungle, Everett in the mid lane, Sir Zipri and Reyes in the bottom lane. And Shibby, I think we'd be remiss if the first person we didn't talk about was Ariana over on the side of Grandview. Ariana coming over from Europe, playing in, a ton of qualifiers for EU Masters, has played with some pretty good talent over there, taking his talents over to North America and to the collegiate scene here, looking to lift Grandview and give them a better finish than last year. They finished top 16 last year after falling to Winthrop 3-0.
Yeah, and I think that's the big upgrade, obviously, right? Because if you remember last year, GVU had to bring in one of their JV members for League of Legends, Strick Proctor, into the top side. And again, that was a substitute player. He doesn't play top lane. I believe he was a support main. They role swapped him, and like you said, he was pretty good. He did his job. We got to see him compete at NECC Nationals. We also got to see him compete in CLOL, like we said, right? They made top 16. So in theory, just head and shoulders, GVU has made an upgrade in the top side with somebody that isn't role swap, somebody that's coming over, like you said, with EUM or EU Masters experience, European experience, might be one of the better players on this GVU roster. But again, Castle, Jincall, Nightstar, and Pluto, these guys have been playing for quite a while now together. Like they've won championships in the MECC together. They've lost championships in the MEC together. And I believe this regular season they finished second, just right behind Purdue Northwest, the reigning champion. So I'm very excited for this roster. Like I said, potential CLOL top 32 preview matchup against UHSP, who, Yanni, as well, we've had the luxury of being able to see this team rise from Division 2, rise from being, a not so maybe CLOL top 32 national, championship team kind of team, into now they look amazing, right? Like, yeah. I feel like we're seeing a new Eutectics.
Dude, I'm with you on that. I really think so. I love that, Everett is come in with a really high level of play. Sir Zipri has just gotten better and better and better. And, while everybody on the Eutectics has done really well, the growth of Johnny Rockets has actually been really impressive to see. I think Johnny Rockets went from last year being a big question mark on the team to developing into a really strong top laner. Had a good time against Weber last week. So looking for potential repeat performances. We're getting into picks and bans already. And you can't talk about Jane without talking about a Sejuani. He's really, really good on it. And Grandview, going to respect it.
Yeah, both of these guys, right? Avid Sejuani teams. I think denying some of this engage potential from Pluto. I mean, this guy is just insane on things like Nautilus, Rel, Alistar. Pluto plays how Pluto plays. You can expect him to pick some of these engaged champions. It's very hard to stop him. And with Nightstar kind of seemingly leveling up this past open qualifiers, right? Having a deep run in the open qualifiers, the promotion tournament, right? With dog fans, they were one series away from promoting here. I mean, it is kind of insane, right? It is kind of insane how some of the members of GVU have been able to level up here. And I'm excited to see this roster in the NECC fully locked and loaded, taking the Eutectics seriously and vice versa, right? It's a rising star versus a king in his chair. And we're going to see how these two actually end up clashing.
Couldn't agree more. I think that top lane and AD carry are going to be the spots that we definitely need to watch out for. But, for the Eutectics, Everett, we know, can always run away with the game. We got to make sure that Jin Call is up to the task. Taking a look at the rest of the bands here. Corgi getting taken away. Azir getting taken away. Meanwhile, the Zoe's got to go. Gwen going to be the pick here on B1. Strong, blindable solo laners seem to be the name of the game, Shibby. And it feels like nobody has really found a good answer to Gwen. She's either going to win the lane or just break even. And if Gwen's breaking even, you're super happy with that. And we're taking Ambessa into Gwen, which is like heresy.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny Rockets maybe doesn't have too many confident picks into the Gwen. You're not going to pick a tank. The Jace has been removed from GVU side as well. And there's a specific character that has been opened that has not been picked. I don't know if it's been cycling or we just didn't watch NACL, but Nefiri is still on the board here. Now, if we're going to go in for this Ambessa Vi composition, this single line target kind of, we're going to pick hero, kill hero, and we're going to just use that man advantage to take objectives on the map, go ahead here. But I feel like Nefiri not being picked up here is heresy, like you said.
Yeah, it is a little concerning, that maybe Jaime and Castle aren't able to really pilot this champion, play this champion, don't have a ton of experience on it right now. The CLL championship is going to start next month, right? Like, you have some time. Obviously, we don't know what the champion's going to look like between now and then, but you gotta hop on it, boys. These are probably the games that you should be playing this champion in. A couple AD carries going to get locked in here. We're going to see Tristana and Sivir coming out here for Sir Zipri. We saw Zipri on the Sivir last time out, and he looked quite good.
Yeah. I think as well, with the Eutectics, they still have some of these tendencies where sometimes Sir Zipri will just overextend a little bit onto a mid wave, onto a bottom wave, maybe take one more wave that he's not supposed to, just get caught out there. So having that bubble, having that spell shield, very, very good for Sir Zipri. And I just love the fact that you have two melee champions with Ambessa, with Vi being sped up by the Sivir ultimate here. You could even stack more, right? And then engage heavy support. You could even go like a melee mid laner if you want, something like the Silas if you're feeling pretty interesting. But that Tristana can be flexed both to Nightstar and Jin Call, so maybe they don't want to fully put their eggs in the melee solo laner basket, as we do see the Ahri and the LeBlanc being taken away, and then Lee Sin and Akali. So Akali, specifically Jin Call, he's been so good on it historically. Now with all these mid laners being banned out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential mid laners, I genuinely think we may see a Syndra game coming out from GVU and Jin Call specifically.
Yeah, that Lee Sin ban is confusing, but you're right. A Syndra option would be really good here. You just get to play keep away with the Vi. You get to play keep away with the Ambessa and try to do that. This Lulu lock-in going to be pretty good. Again, you're just trying to speed up some of your key members like Jaime, like Johnny Rockets. I mean, this Vi is going to have to be instrumental in this comp, is going to have to deal way more damage than we're used to. Leona going to be locked in, and we're going to pair that with an Aurora here for Grandview. So it does appear that we will see the Tristana in the bottom lane with the Leona. Should be good.
And how do you feel about these Aurora Gwen compositions? These double magic damage compositions always kind of, rub me the wrong way, as we do see the Syndra, except it's going to go into the Eutectics hand here. Everett,
that's good too.
Specifically going to be piloting that. Yeah, I love that. I feel like you just get so much value out of magic resistance. I get it. You create that bubble or you create that arena so that Gwen can kind of just slice through everybody. But, I mean, if you just stack health, stack some MR, I feel like you're completely okay, especially as Sivir. You have the ability to completely negate one of the burst abilities coming out from this Aurora. These double AP magic compositions with no true tank in my mind I feel like GVU is walking a very tight line.
Yeah, it's always worrisome because you take a look on the side of what the Eutectics have. They've got good damage, right? Obviously, Mbessa and your Syndra are going to be your bell cows here, but Sir Zipri is going to pump out damage if the game gets to go, at least like 25 to 30 minutes. Like he'll be doing good damage. James' damage is going to be higher in the early game probably than it's going to be in the late game, but you're going to get a lot of good value there. And again, as you mentioned, no true tanks over on the side of Grandview. Sure, Wukong gets a little burly through his passive, but it's really going to be problematic, I think, because this is a team that wants to go in, and for the Eutectics, this is a team that's going to welcome you with open arms.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that if GVU desyncs their engage, maybe someone's a little too far forward, they have the ability to completely lock somebody down here. I'm afraid for Jinkall specifically. Jame and Evra, once they hit level 6, could just unleash a world of hurt onto this mid lane, and you can't really do too much about it. You can't invis out of cease and desist. If Evrot has all of his little spheres kind of thrown across the mid lane, he's going to hit you with a brick ton of balls there, and then just absolutely destroy your life bar. I'm very afraid for Jinkall here. Level 6, Jame and Evrot. That's the timer I'm expecting Eutectics to start making moves onto the mid lane, and that could snowball very heavily into potentially first dragon, first set of grubs. I mean, we can see a domination of objectives here from the Eutectic side if they're able to get that kill off at around like 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they can even go in and burn flash as early as level 2, right? If Evrot decides he's going to go with the Scout of the Week, right? And Jame wants to go pay a visit, you can really make an early gank on the Jinkall, specifically if you maybe start their, the chickens on his side, on GVU side. Like, there are options there. Obviously, vision going to be really important early on in the level. Shibby, now, what are the conditions we're looking for here? It looks like we're really just looking for Johnny Rockets to get out of lane unscathed and for James to be making plays level 6 plus.
Yeah, I think the top mid jungle combination for Eutectics, they can make plays on the Ariana, like you said, they can make plays on to Jinkall here. I'm really looking for James to kind of be that hair trigger and just full send it, and then the rest of his team is just going to follow up. There are ways to put this Gwen and this Aurora into the ground, but if I'm tabbing over, if I'm looking at the scoreboard, James level 6 or he's level 9 and he's only got like 1 assist, he's only ulted it like twice, I think that's a failure on James' part there. So I'm really looking for him to get things done early, start the snowball, and force GVU to fight you when they don't want to, right? When Ariana's on like 1 item, or Nightstar hasn't hit his 2-item spike yet with Tristana. Like, there has to be an opportunity where you get ahead and you stay ahead for the Eutectics.
This would be a really big game for the Eutectics. As we mentioned earlier in the stream, Eutectics ranked 16 in the nation coming into this game by CLAW Hub, but Grandview ranked 12. And, the Eutectics, we've seen a little bit of inconsistencies. A couple of times they were a little bit higher, but were really never able to push themselves over the 15 mark. A win here would go very far for them. Keep in mind that the Eutectics finished 6-1 here in the NECC, and Grandview 5-2 in the regular season. So there's something to note that at least in the regular season, the Eutectics did have a much better time.
Yeah, you gotta be mindful both of these teams compete in a multitude of different conferences, multitude of different competitions. So, who knows if they're kind of putting their full roster in, if they're playing seriously. At least for this series, we know we've got the full 5-man rosters that they intend on competing in the CLAW Top 32 Nationals with here. And not to be outdone, I think Grandview Vikings, we talked about how they're at risk of getting dove and they're at risk of kind of being in kill threat. I mean, on paper, GVU's players, if you were just kind of analyze them back to back against each other, you would take GVU most of the time, right? Just because of their success, how historically they've been good, what we've seen from some of these players, not just in CLAW, but outside of CLAW. So the Eutectics definitely have a mountain to climb here, and with Sir Zipri and Reyes specifically, they've got to be able to at least match even against Nightstar, against Pluto here, who is a tried and true bot lane in my opinion.
Yeah, not only the acumen for GVU in the past, but how well some of their players are playing now. And Shibby, I hate to try to say something that might sound like a prank, but Inflame is playing instead of Pluto.
Oh, it is Inflame instead of Pluto. I thought it was a name change. We've had some interesting name changes here. So 4/5.
Oh, hang on.
As Jinkall blows him up.
Damn, that's crazy. I was not expecting Everett to just walk up so disrespectfully. I was expecting Jinkall to be able to just return on that. He made it look easy.
Yeah, the electrocute combo coming out from Jinkall there. And we talked about how he might be in danger. Well, unfortunately, Everett didn't even expect that one coming as Inflame.
Oh, Sir Zephyr stuck around
Nightstar.
a little bit too long. Nightstar, just jump on this man. We're going to flash after him with the Leona. They're going to get the barrier out, but it's not going to matter. Nightstar is going to get credit for the kill.
Yeah, this classic Eutectics mistake there, right? Staying around a little too long, maybe not respecting where and what could happen, especially with your mid laner going down. You kind of have to suspect that maybe Castle's down here. Even if you do, you match the numbers as, 3v2.
Yeah, Reyes has moved over. Castle did not get slowed, but they're still in hot pursuit. It's at half HP. Reyes is trying to get closer, but Castle will be able to dash over the wall, so no further plays to be had here in GVU coming up bases. As I say that, you know, Johnny Rockets just decides to fight Ariana. Johnny Rockets, this is not a matchup that you're supposed to win. Why are you choosing to fight the Gwen?
Talked about picking Mbessa into Gwen is heresy. Definitely has sinned.
Oh my!
Can
we nerf this champ
again?
Like,
Once again,
I know he's got a
blasting.
blasting wand. I know he's got a blasting wand, but like, this champion does a lot of damage.
Ridiculous amounts of damage potentially here. James,
I like
maybe
this.
abuse the no flash.
We talked about this. Got the flash out earlier. Gonna come in, get the kill, and the Eutectics make a nice play.
Yeah, good job abusing that flash timer. Really good scatter of the week coming out from Evrot, guaranteeing the charge punch from Vi, and then obviously the combo comes in, and unfortunately Jinkall just didn't really have anywhere to go, like you said. But yeah, blasting wand onto the Aurora, and yeah, I mean, just disgusting
we have action
amounts
happening
of
mid lane
damage.
too.
Potentially.
Yeah, Castle's been pushed off. This is important though, because Grubs are coming up, Dragon is already up. See if the Eutectics stick around on the top side. Everett is gonna back, and he doesn't have TP, so they won't really gain too much ground here. There's no really any vision on either side.
Yeah, on the Grub side, you do see the Eutectics have placed down a couple wars. They also took that Scuttle Crab. So they'll know something is up if Castle does decide to move for these, unless he takes a really long way around. But Ariana has just ticked level 6, and I guarantee you is looking to play pretty aggressive here. Castle needs to cover this, because we did just see James, they specifically, GVU, did just see James on that mid lane play. Most likely is tracking the top lane camps. Just here to cover in case, and we may see a 2v2 in that top side right now.
We might see a 2v2 on the bottom side here, but it looks like Sir Zephyr and Reyes are going to turn it around to trade onto Inflame and Nightstar. As the Grubs have been started up by GVU, James knows they do not have the advantage up on the top side necessary to be able to secure this. Meanwhile, back in the bottom lane, we're just going to go all the way in. Sir Zephyr has no shot to defend himself here, and now Reyes is going to be in trouble because he gets jumped on. Nightstar, a couple more autos will do it, but the shield is enough to keep Reyes upright.
Doesn't matter if it's Pluto or Inflame, both of these supports playing like you expect them to. Nice Hex Flash play, like you mentioned. Nightstar is sufficiently ahead of the game right now on this Tristana. He's only going to get worse. That range discrepancy. Nightstar is like, I need the plate, man. Why are you trying to mess with me? James thinks he sees the kill?
Yeah, James does see a kill here, but the stun is out. Nightstar's still level 5. James gets tagged. He's got to have this Q come back up.
Oh, they're going back in.
Go back in. Inflame wants in, but Sir Zephyr is here. But Nightstar, an opportunity to jump perhaps, but elected not to take it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to jump in, get the kill, then potentially flash jump out. Here's a dive in the top
Johnny
side.
Rockets. All right, he's going to use his ultimate. He's going to try to flash away. He's just going to get chased down by Castle, and Ariana gets a second kill of the game.
Mbessa's at 37 CS. Johnny. I mean, this Johnny Rockets is out of this game, right? For the next 10 minutes minimum. While Ariana's 2-0, 71 CS. Yeah, the dive happens on the top side. You're able to trade away a Cloud Dragon, but GVU are completely A-okay with that as Inflame's going to Hex Flash over onto Everett.
All right, I respect it. Everett's going to tank a turret shot, so, you know, trade one for GVU there.
I really thought he was going to go in. Maybe Jinkall was going to, kind of go invis, pop the in-between worlds, and look for a kill here. But good roam coming out from Reyes specifically. Bottom side jungle.
So Zipri has found out that Inflame is here. Inflame's going to flash forward and go all in, but it's not going to land the stun. So Zipri wisely holding that spell shield to burn the Leona Summoner. James is down here. Maybe they want to go in here. Close to the turret. Inflame's going to be the target. He's at half HP, but he's under the turret. They're going to look to turn it around. The insect coming out of Nightstar, and now he's on top of Sir Zipri, who gets the barrier. Reyes is only level 4, though, but the flash to get some distance means that Sir Zipri will survive. And in the mid lane, Jinkall is just dumpstering Everett right now.
Yeah, that's why Nightstar saved the flash in that bottom side play. If they get a little too aggressive, like you said, the insect coming in, and Jinkall, like you said, dominating the 1v1. 2-1 on this Aurora. Gonna back, probably pick up his first item if he's not already at his first legendary. This game's just going GVU's favor. The 2,500 gold nearly ahead right now. Bottom lane, mid lane, and top lane all in winning states. Is Jinkall should be fine. Jim, no ultimate.
Castle, all right, he'll take away the blue buff. Or he'll take his own blue buff, I should say. Nothing that James can do. James even down a level. Ariana looking for the all-in here onto Johnny Rockets. I mean, Johnny Rockets, hey, you just don't win this at all, man. Ariana picks up kill number 3. And you have to wonder, has Johnny Rockets been paying attention to the meta at large?
Does Johnny Rockets know what Ariana can do on the grinding there?
James is here. James looking to claim a big shutdown for himself, and he will. And he holds the wave too. What a go.
What a nice gentleman. Allowing Johnny Rockets to TP back. Potentially set up another gank onto Ariana. Cease and desist. Coming up very soon. But Castle?
Okay,
blood in the water?
Castle? Oh, James got a big shield here, so Castle has to disengage. Oh, the public execution hits the clone. Castle with a Cyclone, maybe looking to turn this around. He is going to flash away. He's got the second charge of Cyclone, turning it on to James here. He'll be able to find the kill, but he will fall for it. And Johnny Rockets is going to have to be careful because Ariana has showed up and is like, hey, I don't want you to touch my wave for free. I'll snip you a couple times. Getting snippy with him.
Uh-oh, Johnny Rockets might just give double buffs over.
Please don't. Oh my god, don't do it, Johnny Rockets. Ariana. Tanking a couple turret shots, but he's alright.
Oh, another one. Wow.
Johnny
Rockets now thinks he can stay.
Maybe it's an elaborate bait.
Well, if he doesn't take that turret shot, surely Johnny Rockets is in dive threat, right? As we pan over to bottom lane.
Nice, they're fighting hard.
On a roam, and he's flanking around. They might just go for Reyes here instead. I'm going to opt away. Nightstar has picked up the Yuntal. First legendary item on the map here, and he's going to continue to dominate this bottom lane, right? Granted, the CS difference in favor of Sir Zipri, but the guy's got 3 kills, as well as a turret plate in his hand, and they're also going to pick up 6 grubs. Between 2 worlds?
All right, well, that didn't work so well, as Jinkall going to get picked off here, and just die. I mean, there's not really much more that I get to say there.
They're not going to pick up 6 grubs, Johnny. They're not. I lied. It's going to be a 4-2 split.
April Fools, am I right? Simmer ultimate going off. Reyes has to ult himself just to survive. The bomb's on top of him. The big heal, but the barrier means that Nightstar is going to have to ult away. Inflame, he said, I can see a double kill in my future. Inflame goes in, will die for it.
Respect. That double kill actually nets Nightstar another turret plate for himself. Free farm on the bot side. And James making a mad dash down there saying, I can pick up this kill. He's salivating at the mouth right now, but Castle there just to keep his bot lane safe. And yeah, Inflame, what a maniac. And also, talking about nerfing Aurora damage. Can we nerf Leona damage? That's a tank. That's a support.
I mean, listen, they only had like 100 HP each. As Johnny Rocket says, all right, out here, Ariana, you want a piece of me? Ariana says, I'm not interested, but public execution is there. The question is, yes, you can pop the blast cone, put Ariana on the wrong side of the map, and Everett will claim the kill.
Big gold going into Everett's hands as he went from 1-2 to 3-2 very quickly. Like you said, that kill gifted over. And Castle, I don't think you've got the priority to do this, buddy.
All right, well, Castle's going to land the double knockup here. Zebra going to get a heal. Castle getting low, will go down.
Wait a
but
minute.
Here come the mid laner and 80 carry. Inflame is in there, though. They're 2 split off. They've determined we do not want to fight this. So Dragon will still be on the map for either team to claim. James is hanging around. But he doesn't want any part of it.
Yeah, 1-for-1 overall, 80 carry for jungler, and unfortunately the Eutectics just don't have that consistent damage to burn it down here. And Flame.
Oh, yeah, he shows up and says, all right, James. All right, Buster, you can't get to my 80 carry. No one's going to lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
You're not you when you're angry, Yana. You need a Snickers. As James potentially looking to feast upon Inflame and Nightstar.
All right, Castle's showing up in the mid lane here, trying to make a play onto Evron. He's going to dash forward. Evron below half HP. He'll just get poked out. James is like, I'm here. James is now a level up on Castle.
James is a level up on Castle.
It's James time.
Might be James time. 3, 2, and 3 on this vibe. Maybe looking to make some plays happen. And mind you, not too long ago, GVU was about 2,500 gold ahead. That has shrunk down to about, what, 1,000 gold, give or take a couple hundred. Ariana, though.
Ariana's in trouble. James looking to show up here. Ready. He's going to pop the ultimate, but it's going to get interrupted by the hollowed mist. And now Ariana looking to turn it around is doing a lot of damage. The needlework is too strong. Ariana on the chase down. Johnny Rockets, run for your life, but he will be let off the hook here.
James did not know about the untargetable interaction.
Sounds like he didn't know either.
I mean, no, it was a good play. It was a good mechanical play. But I think James is probably telling his team, wait,
remake.
Gwen can do
Give
that?
me a pause. Give me a pause. Ariana can have the sidestep the scatter of the week here. Or you can just immune it. That works too. No scatter even comes out.
Gwen is immune, guys, and James not realizing that has to be inside the hollow mist to then use the cease and desist.
It is
there.
not James.
Really,
by the way.
really good. Yeah, you cursed him. Really good outplay from Ariana to turn the 1v2 into a 1-for-0. Zepri, though,
Oh my.
he's going to pick up that bottom lane turn. But Ariana sees an 80 carry all by his lonesome. Remember we talked about Zepri staying a little too long?
Oh, Zebra uses the ultimate and Castle's right there and he's like, oh. Record scratch. Yep, that's me. Zebra started hitting that wave and said, he's right behind me, isn't he?
He looked back, a menacing figure. It's Ariana on the Gwen, 4 into
Gwen
Rift
just
Maker.
skipping with her scissors in her hand like, la-da-da-da-da.
Nightmare fuel. It's like those scary movies where it's like the
Doesn't even
children-
get an assist, by the way.
I know. Came here to pick up the wave. Has opted in for the bottom side. The swap has happened for this Herald that has popped here, and I like that from GVU initiating it first. They're going to be on the Herald first, and mind you, with Sir Zepri going down that bottom lane,
Ariana, hold on. Ariana's in trouble here. The Hollowed Mist is not going to save you when Johnny Rockets is in it. Johnny Rockets flashes away. Just has to clean it up, and he does. Nice solo kill there by Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, opening up, getting that jump onto him. Nightstar, nice heal.
Oh, wait. We go for a big stun here. Nightstar is going to get engaged on. He just has to finish off the kill. He does, but he can't jump out. Sir Zepri gets a big shutdown into his pocket. And now once more, they're rifling away on Inflame. And it is a double kill for Zepri. Flash forward from Castle. The knockups are there. Between Worlds is there. And it's a double kill for Jingle.
For Zepri and Reyes between two graves as Jinkall picks up the kill, and good roam coming out from the mid jungle of GVU to salvage that play, let's call it. But realistically, the Eutectics, after taking an early deficit coming into the mid game, only down 1,000 gold. That's more than workable as Johnny Rockets has picked up that Eclipse, feels a little bit more confident in dueling the Gwen and dueling Ariana specifically. Love this from the Eutectics. They have not died slowly. They are opting in for fighting and aggressively looking for these picks onto people like Nightstar. And that lead at the bottom lane for GVU amassed for themselves, slowly but surely being bled in to other lanes, Evrot and Johnny Rocket specifically.
Yeah, Johnny Rocket's still down quite a bit of CS, but hey, listen, it doesn't really matter. If you're strong on Ambessa, the other team will know. They will figure it out very quickly. And they may find out sooner than they anticipated that Johnny Rockets may be in this game after being shut down early. A couple of mistakes made by GVU to allow the Eutectics back in this game. Can easily be wrestled away with a good Herald play. So we're going to burn Shirelius here, looking to get a big stun on the Night Star, and they blow him up instantly, but Jame went a little too deep and is now on the wrong side of the tracks with no flash. Knockups there, turning on to Jin Call, and he can't get to the other side, so he's got to flash away. But Ariana's joined the fight, but doesn't really have a way in. Inflame trying to get deep, but he misses the Zenith Blade. Johnny Rockets misses his ultimate, but the flash is out, and they're still going in. Sir Zipri rifling for free, gets a double kill.
Lethal tempo range extension. Evrot's not done. He wants Ariana. No ultimate available, but Johnny Rockets on the side.
Yeah, try to cut him off the Drake count step. Just means he's going to be able to go stride for stride. Will force out the Gwen ultimate.
A nice fight win coming out from the Eutectics. That's going to surmount in mid lane turret. That's going to give them more gold coming into their pockets. Zipri picked up a double kill. If you flash back to the scoreboard, maybe what, 3-4 minutes ago when Ariana was diving onto Sivir, Sir Zipri was 0-5, Yanni. Like, he was nowhere near as strong as he is now. 2-item core, Yuntal plus IE. He's going to hit a lot harder than this Tristana.
Yeah, he is second half Jason Tatum, as he has come alive into the game here, Shibby. And Evrot as well, after a bit of a rough start where he made some mistakes, really locked in here, is the CS leader. And it looks like GVU, they're locked out right now. I mean, their players were in the flow state and got knocked out real quick.
And you talked about, you know, in the draft, when we saw these champions being picked up, where GVU, you worry for a team that has to kind of start things, right? Has to kind of be the initiator against a team like the Eutectics, who, like you said, will welcome them with open arms as the Rift Herald does get popped in the top side, looking to maybe influx a little bit more gold into Ariana's pockets, get Gwen to that 3-item carry state where it doesn't matter how good your team fighting is, she's just going to rip through you with the needlework.
There's good damage to Ariana, but the turret will go down anyway, and it looks like Ariana will ride Geraldo into the sunset here. 2 turrets for the top and jungle of GVU to close up the gold lead just a little bit. In exchange, the Eutectics got the dragon, and now they're headed over toward Otacon. And Jinkall is not here, and GVU will say, well, I guess we'll just take mid-tier 1.
Yeah, trading gold on the map is pretty much the standard procedure here, especially when you have Tristana with the 4 grubs. It allows you to kind of yoink these away very quickly. Otacon being picked up, the flowers, XP specifically. Gonna maybe propel them a little farther forward, right? Stuff that you don't see on the gold graph, the XP leads that are coming out on the Eutectic side, right?
Yeah.
Evrot, level 14 to Jinkall's 12. Zipri's a level ahead. I mean, you've got Johnny Rockets a level ahead, right? This is all gold that's not shown on the graph that will allow them to get those edges in those fights, and as well as Eutectics, their carries being on 2 items each, right? Zipri and Evrot, Shadow Flame, and the Blackfire Torch. You've also got the Yuntal plus IE. I mean, just across the board, the Eutectics UHSP kind of just win these team fights straight up.
And Evrot picking up the Verdant Barrier, so not going to be easily caught out by the Leona for these next fights. Get a little bit of extra magic resistance against the 2 solo lane magic damage threats here. And now GVU kind of, you know, on the back foot, even though the gold's even. As you said, a lot of stuff that doesn't show up on the gold chart. GVU's scaling, though, is really good. You know, Aurora plays fine in the late game. Obviously, the Gwen and the Tristana are going to be the 2 that you're really looking for. Oh, Johnny Rockets is getting baited here. They make a 3-man play onto Johnny Rockets, and he doesn't even get the ult on the target. Shut down the castle.
Really good pickup, but because they overloaded that bot side, top lane in danger right now. Evrot, Reyes, and Jane taking that out as Sir Zipri has been on wave clear duty. That gold does get split between 3 members, which I don't necessarily agree with, as they are going to trade the bottom lane tier 2. A lot of gold has gone into Ariana's pockets, Yanni, and getting ever so close to that 3-item power spike. He's already picked up the Riftmaker, and the Nashors will probably build towards that Shadow Flame last. And that 3-item spike is going to rip through the Eutectics as Nightstar.
Oh, they're chasing Nightstar. Jame is fast. Look at how Jame is schmoving right now. He's going to Q. He's going to drop the ultimate on his head. And Sir Zipri picks up kill number 5.
That's all I heard with Sir Zipri, Reyes,
said,
and James
"Ka-chow."
running.
James gonna walk right in here and just display dominance. These chickens are mine.
I am speed. Me. Speed.
He was.
I am.
honestly.
Dude, they were schmoovin'.
booking it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Nightstar could not put enough distance between himself and the goon squad that was the Eutectics bottom lane and jungler there. Gold has evened up, but like you said, like we talked about, a lot of stuff on the map that we don't see, a lot of stuff on the gold trust we don't see, the level lead specifically. Johnny Rockets also getting traded out on that bottom side. Both tier 2s, top and bottom, have been taken out, but again, Ariana just has a huge influx of gold. After that play, it just picked up a needlessly large rod for himself, but Johnny Rockets fancies himself a fight.
Yep, and they're gonna realize quickly. Castle's like, hey, I can't get to you. Ariana trying to sustain as best as possible, but it's now all of a sudden a 3v1.
Okay.
And Evrot gets kill number 6. He's just disconnected on the side lane here. Mr. Zipri could find himself in trouble, but no, he turns it around. He's just too damn fed. Inflame's been slowed up, has to flash away the scatter of the week, and GVU is reeling right now.
That guy got 3-shot. Both of these 80 carries have the exact same item build, and I don't think that extra crit cloak on Sir Zipri's side really turned it in his favor that much. Nightstar getting a little aggressive, paying for it dearly. Now mid tier 2 under siege.
Oh my god, Castle's dead!
Goodbye.
GVU is losing this game. They are constantly getting picked off.
And Baron is going to spawn in about 15 seconds. Dragon up in about 10. And we're going to see if the Eutectics opt in to go onto Mountain Soul Point here, or if they're going to go for the much more riskier play and go for this Baron, as we see whole team traveling towards that bottom side. I like this. Just picked off mid lane tier 2. Looks like the Vikings are going to trade that Dragon for vision onto this Baron, potentially setting up a trap. You've got the pieces, you've got the components here, but crucially, from this mid-game onwards, Yanni, Jin Call has been invisible in my mind.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. I mean, Nightstar has been not so great either. Castle is really slowed down, and Ariana's getting picked off in side lanes. I mean, it feels like everybody was in the flow state, and they just got knocked out of it and have not been able to recover. GVU, I mean, they're not even all together to, like, make a play onto somebody either. Now they finally are, but they're not in a proper position. So, I mean, the Eutectics are going to be able to group up at the very least and give themselves a fighting chance.
Rockets knows this
Never mind.
here, and
They did not group up, although good ultimate on the backside. Everybody's all grouped up. Johnny Rockets get a big ultimate backside. Nightstar is an auto away. Sir Zipri's running them down, and now they've switched targets to Inflame as Castle's got to run. They find 2-0 here. Do the Eutectics. They have been running over GVU since like the 17th minute.
yeah, Sir Zipri just ripping through this team. On top of that, has the Ardent Sensor for the extra attack speed and the on-hit. I mean, Ariana looking to maybe make something happen.
All right, good use of the hollowed mist there, but Johnny Rockets showing up for the cleanup, and everybody on GVU is uniform. 4 deaths, 4 deaths, 4 deaths, 5 deaths, 5 deaths.
Matching twinsies on the side of GVU there, as Eutectics have picked up a heap of gold on the map within a matter of minutes. They are 5,000 gold nearly ahead of the Vikings here. And we talked about that late game scaling. We talked about being able to lean on characters like Gwen, like Tristana. Well, unfortunately, Evrot and Sivir have hit their late game points. Evrot and Zipri have hit those late game points, and Zipri's at 4 items, Yanni. He's built the armor penetration. Is just going to rip through GVU. If he gets a couple bouncing blades going, a couple of those autos, like we said, no true tank on GVU's side, they just get melted so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Sivir's hit the 300 CS power spike. We did say, you know, you let this game go 25 minutes to 30 minutes, Sivir will take over. Evrot in trouble, shielded up well, but the knockers are there. The shutdown goes to Inflame, and they want to find more, but they just can't. Castle is low there, and Zipri is looking to chase him down. On the hunt is popped, and down he goes. Zipri flashing forward because he just chunks in Flame. That's a double kill for Sir Zipri, and Ariana's been caught out now, tagged by the Vi. Zipri's in close, but he gets knocked away by Nightstar. He will be able to trade, make it a 2-for-2, and stem the offense coming out from the Eutectics.
As Zipri still looking to push, they have this Baron up between two worlds is down, and there's not really a whole lot GVU can do. Ariana doesn't have ultimate. There's no real CC lockdown. They're going to try, though.
Zipri healed. He full comboed Zipri, and he healed from it as he's got to flash away. And Nightstar falls in Chibi. This might just be the end of the game. They're shoving down the turrets. They've lost a crucial minion as they have to wait for the next wave, and that means that they are out.
I really thought they were going to go for the end there, and unfortunately, the Baroned up minion actually trolls them, right? The cannon minion crucially stays out of turret range, so you don't get the ability to tank. You don't get to take those turrets out, and GVU, through all that, lose one inhibitor and a Nexus turret. Granted, they do get some crucial gold back into their pockets, but there is nothing stopping Zipri. If he picks up a Bloodthirster for his final item, what's going to happen? Like, how do you actually burst this person down? Because you've got Lulu shields, you've got the lifesteal coming out from Bloodthirster on top of that shield as well. You've also got a spell shield for yourself. Zipri is drowning in shielding and lifesteal.
Yeah, again, you know, we talk about what just happened in that fight. Jinkall said, yeah, I hit my combo, and Zipri said, I healed from your combo because I have a spell shield, because I have a Lulu shield. Like, there is just nothing that GVU can do. I mean, they can't even single somebody out outside of this Leona, right? They had that one good play in the mid lane where they found Johnny Rockets, but they couldn't get more off of it. Now with the Soul coming up, just a couple of moments here should be. I don't even know if GVU can get there. I love what they're doing here, at least.
Yeah, they've taken control of that blue side jungle, but GVU, they don't win this, right? This heads up. They've got to look for Johnny Rockets, but the collapse is coming from the Eutectics. Rockets, how long can you live, buddy?
All right, he misses his ultimate. Now he's in a 4v1. Trying to shield himself up. Burst it out. Goes down. Now they're going to look for more. Jame wants in, though. He's going to ult Ariana. Sir Zipri is in a safe spot, but he steps up a little too far. Jame going low. He goes on a Nightstar, but he falls. Zipri's just got to be kited out here, but he's kiting them. He's doing so much. Ariana's going to be the next target.
Oh my
God! Look at the crits! And now he's found the other two. He'll go for Inflame while Evrot takes care of Castle.
Hello? Damage Machine? It's online, Sir Zipri! Absolutely rolling through GVU. They're beautiful kiting. No flash, no barrier available. Says no problem, as they're going to pick up the bottom lane tier 2. They're going to put more gold in their pockets. I don't know if they're just looking for the end here. Death timers are long. It is Nightstar versus the world, and it may just be too heavy for his shoulders, Yanni.
Sir Zipri was 0-5 at one point. He finishes the game 12-6. What a bounce-back performance from the AD carry of the Eutectics, and in 31 minutes, they take game 1 over GVU.
Beautifully well played from the Eutectics. You call it a bounce back from Sir Zipri. It was a bounce back for the Eutectics as a whole. They got punched. They got beaten rounds 1, 2, and 3. They came in with a bloody nose. They're missing a tooth, but somehow, some way, they bounced back into the later game, and in the mid game just hit GVU with uppercut after uppercut and just absolutely roll through the Vikings. Very well played from the Eutectics. Like you said, minute 17 onward, it felt like the Eutectics were slowly but surely just wrestling back control into this game, and the Vikings didn't really know how to start those fights off, right? I felt like Jinkall kind of disappeared towards the mid game. You saw Castle and Inflame looking to make plays here with the Tristana, but unfortunately, a couple botched plays in the mid lane, a little bit of overextension on the top side, and it didn't matter if Ariana was at 3 items because Sir Zipri and Evrot were at 4 and 5 items respectively.
Yeah, as you said, the Eutectics hit him with the I didn't hear no bell, and they go and they take the dub after outlasting them, playing their comp really well, honestly, really locked in and not having needless deaths. As we mentioned, you know, Ariana on the side lane, constantly splitting and dying. You just cannot do that if you want to go and win a game of League of Legends, right? You had the game in your hands, you had the favorable matchup, but could not get the job done. We're going to go into a short break now, as the teams will reconvene. Remember, this is Fearless, so we'll see what these teams are able to cook up as we head to game 2. We will see you soon.
Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is... Oh.
What am I supposed to say? It doesn't matter. His daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him. Hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
On the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick. Hey, Did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, nope, get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh. What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. Your daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
He won't let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there. No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
Breathing. It's on the other side.
Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah,
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Welcome back, everybody, to the National East Coast Athletic Conference Collegiate Conference for this evening. The Eutectics have a 1-0 series lead after getting the tar beat out of them by Grandview early on, with Grandview having favorable matchups in some places, and they were not able to convert their advantage, Shibby, and now they stand in a position where one more loss will send them to the lower bracket.
Yeah. And potential major CLOL implications. Now, I know GVU can play the card.
You're
Well,
right.
we didn't play with our full team. Well, brother, I don't think Inflame was the issue there. Unfortunately, it was the 4 other members on your team. I will say Castle played pretty well on the Wukong. Like I said, I feel like Ariana, Jinkal, and Nightstar, the 3 members we expect to kind of carry these games and play very well, kind of fell to the wayside in that mid-game area. And the sides have swapped. And we're going to potentially see these teams bust out some new technology as we've got fearless bans and fearless picks coming into here. So the champions that were picked in the last game by both teams are not available for either side here. So we'll see how deep both of these teams' pockets run here. But Yanni, yeah, a lot of implications. Interesting outcome, right? Eutectics, they surprise you. Their laning phase, not the greatest. But a couple of their members, I would say actually every single member lost laning phase in my mind. Johnny Rockets got solo killed multiple times. Evrot got solo killed in the mid lane. I mean, bottom lane was getting hammered away with ganks consistently, but somehow, some way, they like a phoenix, they're reborn into a new team, and they end up looking like prime SKT come 17 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Their early game is like their basketball team, and then afterwards it's like SKT, you know? It's crazy. You
That's
are so
crazy.
right. Hey, their basketball team is getting better, and hopefully the Eutectics laning phase will be able to progress about as well as the Eutectics basketball team. But that's enough about dunking on their basketball team. Oh, that was such a great pun. I didn't
It was a
even
good one.
plan that.
Good
by
one.
the
Good
way.
one.
I didn't
Good
even
one.
plan that, by the way. Yeah. So now we're gonna look for Grandview here, right? Because Grandview, as you mentioned, these are players with good acumen. They've been around the block quite a bit, you know, and obviously, while Ariana hasn't played in NA very often, Ariana's been playing competitive since 2020, right? Like, this is a player that reasonably understands what they need to do to win a game of League of Legends, and it feels like Grandview just abandoned that, right? They had leads, and they were like, "All right, guys, we have leads. What do we do? Limit test." Like, nah, bro, this ain't solo queue. You don't limit test. You take your dubs where you can get them.
Yeah, maybe it's GVU underestimating the Eutectics. Maybe a little bit too disrespectfully there. Because, yeah, if you've got like a 2-0 or a 3-0 Gwen, you've got like a 0-5 Sivir on the enemy team. They should be closing those games out, right? Dreyer knows that they should be closing those game outs. And I'm sure he's talked to them. He's saying, hey, we have the ability to beat these guys. We beat them in laning phase. We clearly are the better team one way or another. Let's clean up that mid game. Let's clean up how we end it. Granted, late game scaling compositions and champions that come online a lot later have just been buffed indirectly with all the changes that have happened to League over the course of the season. Baron being pushed back, the amount of objectives that are on the board, right? You can very quickly lose your way in a game if you're not on top of the objective timers, you're not setting up vision properly. There are a lot of ways where GVU could have taken that early game and just absolutely chokeholded Eutectics out of every single thing, but instead opted in to make some interesting plays. As we do see the fearless bans right below Yanni. All those champions, like I mentioned, will not be available for both of these teams. And mind you, around 5 to 7 mid laners were banned out in game one. With these two being picked up as well, we could be seeing Evrot and Jinkal scraping the bottom of the barrel in terms of mid lane champion picks. Hey, maybe we see a Swain or a Zayrath, Vigar maybe? Some cool stuff?
Don't tempt me with Vagar, man. That's my favorite champion, and you know that. And, you know, one thing to keep in mind, as we've mentioned, you know, this game has a lot of implications for CLAW, right? You know, we did talk about how Tactics are 16th coming in, Grandview is 12th. These teams get direct seeded now, right? There's no There's no weird groupings like CLAW's had in years past. It's like, all right, where you land is where you land. And this is the difference between potentially being a top half team and potentially being a bottom half team. That has really big implications. Seen a couple more mid laners getting taken off the board here. Akali gone, Zoe gone. It's still the same bands, but we'll see what the teams branch out to. Because clearly they're worried about Jinkal's Akali.
Yeah, and we kind of harped on Eutectics a little bit for leaving the Gwen open and giving that over to Ariana. Well, what a champion to leave open and just lose on, right? For GVU, draft stock, draft importance for some of these picks, very, very crucial because we are, like we said, in that fearless format. You've lost a lot of power picks, right? And I feel like UHSP haven't really committed too much. Yeah, I mean, they took the Ambessa away. They can't play that anymore, but like, Sivir Lulu is not a common lane, man. Like, they're not starving, and Johnny Rockets is going to lock in this Yone. That's going to go in his hands. That is a Johnny Rockets classic pick. Now, they can flex it over to Evrot. The potential is still there, but if GVU's been doing their research, this is J Rockets on it.
Yeah, it's not something we've seen Evrot play, so see if it ends up going to him. That would be a big surprise, and you said it. This Viego pick getting locked in for Castle, he was an instrumental part of the team composition last game. Well, now it's going to be centered around him as we have this reset comp coming out with the Ari lock-in.
Classic Ari Viego composition. Now, mind you, the Ari was banned out last rotation, right? In game 1, UHSP ended up banning that out there. And looks like James actually going to opt in for the Ivern. So a bit of a brawl composition coming out from the Eutectics. Well, like you said, GVU opting in for a reset comp.
All right, so we've got an Ivern here. We're going to give him an Ezreal, so we're shielding up some carries here. I'd be actually quite surprised if this Yone did not go mid lane. I feel like Yone and Ivern is a good mid-jungle duo and can contest with what GVU is putting together. And if it's not, and they're going to give something else to Evrot, well, I mean, they're going to need to do something that'll be able to stand up to this Viego and to this Ari. Is Fortune going to get locked in for Grandview? So they should signal the Eutectics, hey, it's time to get rid of some engaged supports. As both teams may be getting rid of some supports as Baram is first one off the board in the second half.
Yeah, Ezreal and Ivern, interesting combination. It becomes really hard to kill, right? So Zepri can just kind of blink in aggressively, get his cooldowns going, and you'll be completely safe, right? I love that we're pairing the Yone with the Ivern specifically, and now Nightstar is going to be put onto this Misfortune. Not a lot of setup for himself, right? Like, there's no Cataclysm, there's no big stun, there's no Malphite, there's nothing that this Misfortune can really set themselves up for along with this team. Maybe Inflame opts in for the Nautilus here, with the Braum and the Poppy being taken away. That's what I am suspecting, or even the Alistar now that the Rel is gone. Like, it's either Nautilus or Alistar for Inflame here.
Rel getting taken off the board, so see what the options are at support. We've gotten really slim pickings here. Nautilus is going to have to be the one. It's going to be pretty good against the Yone and the Ezreal, so long as you time your depth charge correctly.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys can make a ton of distance between the depth charge where it doesn't even matter if you've been targeted, right? Arcane Shift, the snap back from the Yone, and with the only other engaged support remaining, right, minus the bans and the picks here, Alistar going to be taken into the hands of Reyes. A lot of good disruption, can kind of deal with the Ari, deal with the Viego, and GVU, mind you, banned this LeBlanc away game 1. Evrot has opted in to pick it into Jinkall here. I mean, this is a very classic mid lane matchup. I would argue it's the assassin version of Syndra Orianna.
All right, R5 Camille is going to be the lock-in for Orianna, playing some very similar finesse champions up in this top side. So the team comps are set here, Shibby. I think it's going to be centered around these mid laners. I think if Evrot is able to get an early advantage over Jinkall, the Eutectics can run away with that. They have two very strong solo laners, and then this Ezreal will have the protection of the Alistar and the protection of the Ivern to make this a formidable 1-3-1 comp.
Yeah, and maybe not in the Eutectics' strength necessarily to get those early game advantages. It's interesting that Evrot has opted in for this LeBlanc. GVU, oddly enough, they're a much more, or they used to be a much more late game focused team. I would always look to Jinkall and Nightstar to carry some of those late game fights, right? Historically, when you think of Nightstar, you think of him being a Zeri player, right? Like that was his champion. Kaisa late game, right? Diving in 5-6 items. Like these are the kind of champions I've kind of always associated. Jinx as well. But he's opted in for the misfortune here. He's gonna have to be very, very aware of his positioning, right? Everyone on this LeBlanc can blow Nightstar up. Even if Nightstar opts in for that Bloodthirster Essence Reaver build, there is just a ton of damage on the Eutectic side. And like you mentioned, Sir Zipri virtually in no real danger as we get the new
We have new
LeBlanc
LeBlanc today.
symbol. Yeah, we do have new
Is it
LeBlanc
today?
Or I think it's GV. Yeah, it's the graphical update. It might be the graphical updated LeBlanc here.
Yeah, is it
potentially.
coming? Is it today or is it tomorrow? It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Thank you, Prod.
It's
I thought it
tomorrow.
was tomorrow because I can never, dude. For as much as I love this game, I can never remember when patch day is. I can never remember if it's Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday because I feel like it used to be Thursday, but apparently it never was.
I
and
thought
it's
it used to be
always-
Tuesday.
and it's always been Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday because World of Warcraft reset days were always on Tuesday.
Also, the servers go down on Tuesday, so I'm just like, oh, it's the patch happens on Tuesday. Technically, it's actually Wednesday, right? Because they took the servers down at like 3 a.m. the Tuesday you're playing late night, and it's already Wednesday, and you're like, wait a minute, it's tomorrow, and
The numbers
Yeah.
numbers don't lie. I think
numbers don't lie. Ball don't lie. The Rift doesn't
Oh,
lie.
ball
as the
do
Eutectics-
sometimes lie.
Ball does not lie.
Hey,
1-0 for
hey,
the
listen,
Eutectics right now.
Hey, listen, I just watched a clip on break of two fans in an Atlanta Hawks game doing a challenge against each other in the timeout. You want to know why ball does lie sometimes? This poor dude went up for a layup, tore his ACL on the first try.
You joking?
Nope. I'll show you the clip after this game, and you
gotta
can
see it.
see for yourself. It's pretty tough. But yeah, like you mean to tell me that guy was fated to lose? Ball do sometimes lie, you know. We don't actually know. But on the Rift, you're right. Rift don't lie. It feels like a lot of what you see on the Rift is what you get. If somebody gets a kill, it's generally because they played a little bit better. If somebody wins, it's generally because they may be a little bit better. And the Eutectics right now looking to shed that number 16 moniker. Going to be a top 15 team after this one.
Yeah,
I don't know how far they'll go up, but like above number 15 sounds better than being number 16, right?
I couldn't disagree. I mean, if you look at like the CLOL Hub power rankings, right? We take this as gospel right now. Like there is a world where you can put them above teams like SCAD, like Converse, Northwood's at number 13. Northwood haven't really looked like the team we expected them to.
I still have them
And-
as a top 10 team, by the way.
That is
I have them.
bold,
I have
bold move.
them. I'd put them at 9 because I think on sheer talent, they're still good. They are good.
There's no way this team can't. There's no way this team can't, right? Like it's no way.
I mean, for
but
what it's
sheer
worth,
talent.
For what it's worth, the they give the average ranks out in the Twitter comments, and Northwood's average rank was 13.3. So the entirety of the committee over there on the Collegiate League Hub is in agreement that Northwood is buns, even though I don't believe they are.
That's a Group D team. That's a number 1 seed in Group D there. And yeah, I mean, it's really interesting because the Grandview Vikings are number 12 right now, so they would be the last seed in that Group C. And if, like you said, UHSP wins this, there's a real world where maybe that swaps. Maybe they just make a straight swap from 12 to 16, or maybe GVU drop down a little bit lower as teams like Weber, USF, Ball State, and Oklahoma Christian are chomping on the bits. We get into game here. There's a bit of a tech pause and a 5-point defense coming out from both of these sides. The Eutectics on the blue side.
Oh, hang on,
Vikings,
you're
GVU.
wrong.
Vikings
They're
on the
putting
red
two.
side.
They're putting 2 in the C gap.
For my next trick,
Ah.
I'll make their life better.
There we go.
Is that the C gap?
I would. Sure. I think so. If you go top to bottom, maybe it's not the C gap. Maybe it's the B gap.
But would you go bottom to top maybe for this?
No, top to bottom, right?
Okay,
So we
so
think
yeah,
it's
okay.
A, B, C, D.
Okay, yeah. So they put 2 in the B gap.
Yeah.
And
but doing the B gap and
Ariana
our
trying to make it through the A gap here, but Johnny Rockets is... Our producer, Rare Adam, is so confused.
Our producer's
because he's
Canadian. He doesn't know.
He doesn't
Yeah, he's
understand
Canadian.
the NFL terms and American football terms. So this is Johnny Rockets Yone. So, you know, I obviously, you know, we figured that out once the LeBlanc was picked. We were pretty sure. I was like, I would have liked to see the Yone in the mid lane, but, you know, Johnny Rockets, I don't really know about this matchup that much. Maybe you can shed some light on it, but he needs to play better than he did in the early goings of last year.
I'm gonna be honest. Very volatile matchup for both of these guys. Camille, another champion that just kind of run away with games here if they get a lead. But we said the same thing about Gwen. Nice double knockup from Reyes there, winning that trade out onto Inflame.
Sir Zipri.
Sir
A little
Zipri.
close. Minion there to protect him from that hook, though. So this is wise movement here by Sir Zipri. All right, wise. You know, doing what they can to try to clear out the ward. They don't, but yeah, just standard trading. Nothing crazy going on. As
Oh my god.
Jin Call is very low. Johnny Rockets is also very low. Dude needs to be very careful.
Is it the level 3 power spike? The level up there. It's opted in for potion chug and oh my. Reyes.
Reyes is down on the Reyes. Nightstar's going to be targeted out, but Reyes walked up to ignite him and dies. Even burns his splash for it, too.
Reyes has not seen a headbutt pulverize he didn't like. James was also very close. Like, they could have just waited for him 5 more seconds and then going in there. Reyes, a comical number of mistakes. Zipri does not. No, there's no way.
I thought Zipri was in the line.
Yeah. The big advantage that you have is nice
the
charm!
to the turret! But it's not enough. Evrod getting the solo kill on his signature champion.
Very, very well played. Castle is here on the Viego. Gonna put some pressure on this bottom side right now.
Oh, he couldn't block for Zipri here, and he couldn't block the hook either. Reyes is just not in a good spot, but as you mentioned, that TP is coming in. Reyes, he needs to go in. Castle with the stump, but the barrier is there. Reyes, it's time. You need to find a headbutt pulverize that you like. Roots on the inflame, but he's got to flash away. Castle going to go through. There's the knock-up, but Castle's going to go right back in. Reyes is low. Couple auto attacks away. Nightstar moving in now, but the flash is on, and they take out Zipri, and Reyes is left all alone with Castle. It's a double kill for Everon on the backside. Now Castle's got to try to find a way out. Good flash by Everot there to make sure he does not get punted away, and Castle will fall. 4 kills for Everot.
That is a Fed LeBlanc if I've ever seen one, and Jinkall picks up a turret plate in the middle, but other than that, Everot is flying high right now. Beautiful TP, right? Gets that early solo kill into the mid lane. TP's immediately bought for the play. Reyes, though.
Headbutt pulve. He never met one he didn't like, as you said. And Jinkall is just getting domed right now. 1 Q, 1 auto. But he'll be able to walk out.
Just as quickly as Jinkall came to that mid lane, he's got to back out. Castle, though.
Johnny Rockets is dead. Ariana's 2-0. What happened?
He died during that kerfuffle in the bottom lane. The solo lane, solo kill happened. I think it was when you said Johnny Rockets is low. Not even 5 seconds or 10 seconds later, Johnny Rockets ended up going for the classic
I can
Johnny
realize
Rockets
that
kill.
Johnny Rockets is low, but Johnny Rockets can't realize he's low. Looking like a rogue with 3 daggers in the inventory. As Reyes goes in a little deep there. The trade is not positive for the Eutectics bot lane. As Nightstar continues to run them down, he wants more damage. Zipri going to get targeted out. Double up, only going to hit him. There's another headbutt. Pulverize into headbutt, resulting in kills going over to Sir Zipri, and now Nightstar has no mana, but he has leveled up to level 5. He's got a big minion.
Yeah, Minion Wave is going to discourage Sir Zipri to go back in, and it's the WE, but takes a double tap to the face there, but a big kill. Going over once again into Sir Zipri. We talked about maybe the Eutectics not having a dominant laning phase, not able to do it well. Everyone has 4 kills in his pocket. This is his game to win. And Johnny Rockets, brother, you're low. It's level 5 to level 6. Ariana can kill you, man.
Ariana has ult. All right, James up here to at least help out. There's the root down. The timing is not great there for Ariana, but Johnny Rockets is only level 5. So it's coming in. Maybe they want to fight this. Gonna wait for Johnny Rockets to use his knock-up. Finds Castle. Inflame is here. Evrot gonna get there too. Inflame is just ignoring Evrot, and Castle has gone down, and now Inflame is stuck. Hit him with the 2 chains, baby. What year is this? Mid-2010s as Inflame is stuck. Evrot is 5-0.
Ariana the whole time. Hextech Ultimatum still available. Maybe they just felt like they couldn't win the 2v2. With James coming in with the shielding and the move speed and the roots, like Johnny Rockets, level 5 to level 6 is able to pick that up there.
Big
And
dodge.
like you said, Evrot roaming again. Evrot.
Forces out the Ahri ultimate. I mean, this is not Jin Call's best game. Evrot has been dominating from start to finish so far. 7 minutes into the game, 5 kills for him. It's still only a 600 gold lead for the side of the Eutectics, so not all is doom and gloom, Shibby. But it's not looking so hot.
But can I even put this game on Jin Cole's shoulders? Like, what do you do if your mid laner, enemy mid laner, goes down and gets a triple kill bottom lane? Like, what do you do?
He's been getting shoved in. He died early. He hasn't been roaming as an Ahri. This can be put on his shoulders for sure.
It'll be tough. Jin Cole has to recover. He's picked up a couple turret plates for himself. He's down a little bit of CS, nothing too crazy, but
How was he down
CS
CS?
gap between the gap between Nightstar and Sir Zipri, that CS lead is massive. Given how much attention has happened in that bottom lane, and given how aggressively GVU's bot lane has been shoved out of there, right, by Evrot, by James. I mean, Reyes has been just constantly headbutt pulverizing. It's been a pretty good CS lead. And
Constant.
you look at the items between Evrot and Jin Call, and it's tough, right? I mean, it's a lost chapter versus a Ruby Crystal and a Null Magic Mantle.
This is normal
That
Bob
is-
versus like buff wrestling SpongeBob.
I thought you were gonna say Doodle Bob, but yeah, this is normal SpongeBob versus buff, the Larry biceps, right? The inflatable muscle biceps.
Yeah,
It's Jin Call.
exactly. I mean, that No Magic Mantle put in a lot of work there, but Inflame in trouble in the bot lane. Looks like he'll be able to walk away. Maybe Zipri is really hunting after him. Nightstar gonna block that Q.
Good guy, Nightstar, protecting his support.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He still took a turret shot for that. And he misses the knockup on the way back in. Ariana's just going to drop his ultimate on him and solo kill him. Johnny Rockets, what are we doing, brother?
Wilson immediately snaps back, says, you know what? Like a good buffet, he went in for round 2 and got absolutely demolished.
Hey, sometimes that happens at the buffet. You ever go to the Chinese buffet and you go in for round 2 and you're in the middle of round 2 and round 1 starts hitting you a little hard?
Yeah, round 1's coming back up. It's like, wait a minute. Hold on. Because
I don't know
now,
if I'd go that
Inflame, new challengers approach. There's Zeepri's
Yo,
dead, by the way. That's
yeah,
the support.
Inflame has been... Wait a minute. Oh. All right. I don't know if that was worth it. I should be...
Kill secured.
Your
Kill
expert-
secured.
Your expert opinion is that was worth it, kill secured?
Kill secured. 2 and 3 on the Nautilus. Kill score even. Puts Sir Zeepri back in the fountain. Potentially gets Nightstar a plate here as Ariana. Nerf Camille, man. I hate that champion so much.
Nerf
It's
Camille.
so
Johnny
mobile.
Rockets has not done well this game as Evrot showing up on the top side. Ezreal coming through, hitting up Nightstar. Reyes going
Whoa.
in. Lands the knock up on the Nightstar. Castle is here. The stun is out. The full time's going to split them apart. The stun under the turret, but Inflame was tanking. Castle not tanking the turret shot on the way out, but is tanking a lot of Ezreal poke.
And Nightstar, unfortunately, positions the ult a little bit too far to the right. Reyes able to walk down, and All-Star's a bit of a tankier champion here. The execute doesn't come in, and nice hook from Inflame, but
Seabri's at half HP.
not gonna... Yeah. No mana on Nightstar. Very little mana, let's call it. Top lane. Meanwhile, Evrot. Wait a minute.
Evrot's
Oh.
been caught here. This could be bad
That guy.
news. Distort over the wall. He'll distort again. Looking to turn around the chains on the Ahri, who's now rooted up against the wall. Reyes headbutts him out. And he pulverizes. He never met a headbutt and a pulverize
Why'd
he
he go
didn't
back
like.
in?
And Evrot went back in. What? And now Zepri is stuck.
Oh.
2 more charges on this Ahri ultimate. There's the headbutt. No pulverize, but they find him anyway. He will trade one out on the back end, but a 3-for-1 going in favor of GVU as they are starting to turn this game in their favor.
2v3 coming in. Jamin Daisy. Not going to be able to do too much other than protect the turret from taking any more damage here. And yeah, Evrot going back in. Maybe thought he could follow up onto the pulverize. And uh-oh, did they know? Did they know? Does James know? Does James know?
James not a knower.
Does James know?
James is not a knower.
Unfortunately.
Tough stuff here for the Eutectics. It feels like whatever team gets an early lead, they start limit testing. And they're more than happy to throw away an early lead as they've done here. Johnny Rockets has not been helping them out. Reyes has played a little over aggressive. I'm not really willing to blame Sir Zepri for this as Johnny Rockets finds himself once again in 2v1. Great block by Ariana. And Johnny Rockets, still alive, will be able to get out for right now, but he's going to have to snap back to reality real soon. Castle gets the kill. See what Evrot can do on the other end. He's going to get a shutdown. Tether is on. Good dodge there by Castle. He wants Evrot, but the CC, it's too much, it's too strong. And Evrot's distortion auto attacks minions instead. And James finally gets a well-earned kill.
Sir Zepri, 1v2.
Okay, Zepri. Not okay, Zepri. That one may have been his fault.
100%. Your support's on Rome on the top side. Like, you've just got to be cognizant of.
You're playing
what
Ezreal. That should never happen.
You know, you are one of the few 80 carries in the game that can just be left alone on the bottom side without too much worry. And now that's going to result in first turret, I think, potentially going over to GVU here. Yeah, you trade the grubs on the top side, and the Eutectics seem to have full control of it as they are going to pick up the 6 grubs. Dragon as well going to be going over the favor of GVU. It's going to be second dragon, Chemtech dragon specifically, so we could see an Infernal Soul, could be an Ocean Soul, or even Mountain. Hopefully it's not the oh-so-dreaded Cloud Soul, because GVU, so far, fell a little hard in the early game, bit opposite of what happened, and have managed to recover pretty nicely. About a 2,000 gold lead for themselves at the 14-minute mark, heading into the mid-game after laning phase is over. And the Eutectics, the ones that had that early game lead, Evrot was 5-0. Since then, has only picked up a kill and assist. Granted, he's been doing a good job getting to those roams, but I need to see him into these coming team fights, right? Hiding in the bush, blowing up Nightstar, blowing up players like Castle, even before the fight's allowed to begin.
Yeah, there's one less target he's actually going to be able to hit because of this tankier build that has started to come out from Ahri's. We're seeing them go Rod of Ages into Leandries, into like Riftmaker to really maximize their time in a fight. They're healing, a little bit of extra damage as well as you go throughout the fight through the Riftmaker, through the Leandries. So, you know, check him off as a viable target. I mean, Ariana's going to be hard to kill.
He's already losing the 1v1.
Viable targets. Oh, tries the distortion into the wall. Is not able to. As you said, loses that 1v1. That is critical.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough if you're the LeBlanc as well, right? You're 6-2. You've got your Gunblade. I mean, you're just looking to burst somebody out, and when you see a Merktread's Roa, it's tough. I know I said Gunblade. I thought of like early season League for some reason.
I respect it. That's what it used to be, right?
It used to be Gunblade.
Johnny Rockets once again taking a fight. He's a level down, but he's going to get a little bit of help from the Redemption over the top. And he wins the 1v1 with an asterisk.
1v1 is interesting. Ariana does go down. Johnny Rockets
It's
able
an
to pick up
asterisk.
that top lane for himself here. And I like that the Eutectics, even, you know, regardless of Evrot going down on the bottom side, they're looking to make a play on the top side. They're looking to overload somewhere, as we do have this Rift Herald coming up in about 20 seconds, and Evrot's fancying the 1v1 again.
Evrot's down 2 levels, bro. This is not your fight. Jinkall has just done so much to get ahead of Evrot, and this is the pitfalls of a lot of early fighting. While Evrot was so busy fighting, you know, Jinkall was studying the blade and getting that EXP in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think the really interesting part is that Evrot, with all that roaming, like you mentioned, has just lost out in so much EXP. Yeah, he's gotten kills, but he's just never been there to pick up extra minion waves. And all the meanwhile, like you said, Jinkall studying the blade, studying the way of farming minions, amassed himself a small level lead for himself. And Sir Zipri back on mid lane duty. Like, you're on Ezreal, the champion that shouldn't get caught out, that can actually overextend for that extra wave because of how much distance he can cover with that arcane shift. Gonna be a little bit harder to punish him. Zevrat going to just push down this bottom lane. And I think we should see potentially a split push LeBlanc, right? I don't think this is going to be the team fighting variant that I want to see, blowing up individuals before the team fight starts. I mean, it's just going to have to be a LeBlanc that just stays in the side lane, constantly is able to pressure tier 2, and just force either an Ahri or a Camille here, as Ahri's ultimate does get forced out. Bottom lane tier 1 turret goes over to them. And Yanni, we talked about the Cloud Soul being the dreaded soul for GVU. Well, it's rolled here.
Uh-oh, Johnny Rockets going back on the Nightstar. Nightstar has the barrier, but his fate's been sealed as Johnny Rockets, with a nice outplay in the top side, still goes down for it. Riftherald, which was taken down, going to get expended in this top lane. So the shove is on here. They may have lost the tier 1 in the bottom lane, but they're going to get some good damage onto tier 2 in the top lane. It just doesn't feel like Everon will be able to kill anybody. I think you might need to see a team fighting LeBlanc. Sir Zipri was able to take out a mid-tier 1 as well, so the gold equalized a little bit. The Eutectics making nice plays.
Yeah, it will be tough if Ariana picks up a Sterex as well, come 3rd or 4th item. Obviously building towards that Ravenous Hydra right now, but with Tunneler in Castle's inventory, I don't know if he's gonna blow anybody up, right? BTER. I thought this LeBlanc would be able to get ahead of the game. He is at 2 items. Shadow Flame is available, so definitely packs a little bit more punch to his combo. It might be too little too late, especially with the locket being built from Inflame. A lot of anti-burst technology coming out from the Grand V Vikings.
Dragon coming up in just about 25 seconds here, as they're going to maybe make a play on the Nightstar. Everett, shield be damned, will blow him up. He's going to flash away too and survive for now, but Ariana's going to turn on him. Everett's got big shields though, and the redemption to save the day.
Jinkall.
Ariana getting chunked, but here comes Jinkall, as you said, getting good damage and big knockups coming through. But I don't think it's going to matter. We still have resets. This reset composition is just resetting on everyone. Castle is looking to chase down Everett and drop his ultimate too, but Everett will get away. He will be the only one as on the backside of the fight. Johnny Rockets misses the knockup onto Inflame. Will he be able to take him out? He's going to flash for it. He will. He does not get the shield. Ariana finds another, and Grandview take firm control.
Beautifully played team fight from the Vikings there. Even though the Eutectics started off, they're able to get that early kill. They have just committed too many resources for not too much of a return, because Castle and Jinkall are able to pick up the return kill onto Reyes, like you mentioned. That's when the reset begins. And Castle, when he took over the Alistar body, he did a very nice headbutt flash pulverize to get the knockup onto Sir Zipri and then reset again here. And once that first kill comes through, you've got to kind of run away as fast as possible. The fight is chalk for the Eutectics if Ahri or Viego start, like you said, resetting across the fight there. Very, very well played. I love this comp from GVU, and even though Nightstar goes down, it just doesn't matter.
The Eutectics, they're going to have to wait for Johnny Rockets to get back online. That's going to take some time. Sir Zipri as well, he's close to finishing his second item, but I mean, it feels like at this point, by the time he gets the second item, GVU is going to be just so far ahead. It's an aggressive TP. They know where James is. What a perfectly timed charm. And Everett gets chunked. It's going to be up to about 75% HP. Ariana gets headbutted.
Where's Johnny Rockets?
Looking for the knockup. They're going to target out James. And James is just going to get pulled in and taken down. And the Otacon will be started. Sir Zipri has been spotted on the backside. He dodges out of the charm. Everett coming through to try to help, but the damage is just too great. They do not have enough in the tank. Neither does Everett. He's going to step away, but he is burning away. A double kill for Jinkall, who is running this game now. Hits another nice charm and the cascade of crap continues. Fate Sealed comes through. Johnny Rockets looking to make a hero play. Inflame going to take it very low. He's right on top of the Ari, but the charm is there to make it a 1-for-1. And another big hook coming out from Inflame as Nightstar looking to deal a bunch of damage through the Alistar and breaking the Will. Unable to get the kill for now, but is still looking to chase him down, and will finally do it with the love taps. Meanwhile, the Otacon being done and completed all throughout this time. Grandview is not letting go of this game.
A huge swing in gold for the Grandview Vikings there, and a very, very suspect play from the Eutectics. Right? The moment that miss comes out, you have to respect where Castle could be. Like you said, a beautifully timed charm coming out from Jinkall. And all the meanwhile, Johnny Rockets, he had TP available, never TP'd himself to that fight. So at best, it was a 4v5. Zepri was on the other side of Dragon, but he was near mid lane river. Like, very, very confusing from the Eutectics. Maybe they were looking to make like a bush play. Maybe they were looking to like potentially burst somebody out. Unfortunately, they just lose so much on the map. Oh, bye-bye,
Evrod has realized that he is screwed. You're going to burn the ultimate, knock him up, lock him down. He's done.
I like that from Inflame. Not even taking any chances. Death charge comes in like you said. Uh-oh, Jame.
Oh, yeah, Jame is dead too.
Jame.
And the Eutectics have just struggled to play on side lanes this game, Shibby. Feels like Evrod and Johnny Rockets on the side lanes just do nothing but die. They've taken over. They learned from Ariana last game and said, we can do that too.
And you said the game rested, the responsibility rested on Jinkall's shoulders. Well, he has shouldered that burden very well. 8-2 on the Ari right now.
Another nice charm. I mean, it's easy when the hooks are that good too. 8-2-5, by the way. Put some respect on his name.
Evrod, mind you, was at 5-0. When he came back to lane against Jinkall at like 7 minutes, Evrod was 4-0. Since then, he's now ended up 7-4, has kind of like lost his luster as this LeBlanc here, right? Luden's companion, Shadow Flame. Now he's going to pick up a needlessly large rod, probably building that into the death cap. And again, I just don't feel like he packs a lot of punch. And Jinkall has hit 3 items. You talked about this tanky Ari build, the Leandry's Riftmaker Roa. This guy is beefy. The dude has like, what, probably like 3k health now? Like, how do you kill that? You can't.
Yeah, Ari looking mighty thick this game, Shibby, and I don't know how you're going to be able to really chunk anybody out if you're Evrod, right? Like, you know, champions like Viego have a decent amount of HP. Nightstar has a shield. Evrod is once again being caught out here. The knockup is there, the bullet time is there, and he's going to have to flash.
Such a crucial ability for the LeBlanc as well. Allows you to kind of do the double distort flash or flash double distort so you can get that kill. Not having that summoner spell available really reduces the amount of impact you can have in a fight. Cloud Soul on the menu for the GVU boys. May not be the soul that they wanted, but regardless, when you're this far ahead, it doesn't really matter too much. 15 seconds until the Baron. They're going to truck their way towards that top side, slapping Eutectics with the wallet. Yes, the Eutectics are getting vision down right now, but I don't think they can make a play with it.
Yeah, the timing is not there for them to try a Desperate Baron play.
Goodbye, sir.
See ya. You deserve that L right there, Evrod. As Jinkall has been the better mid laner since that play in the bottom lane. He really woke up. And he hits another nuts charm. Forces the barrier out from Zerzipri. But the reset comp continues to reset on the heads of the Eutectics. Another charm. Yeah, you got to kill up top. But what are you losing on the other side, Eutectics? They've lost an inhibitor in the mid lane. They have Jame and Johnny Rockets who need to make hero plays. Jame is here. Johnny Rockets is here, but he's got no ultimate. A big charm onto Jame. The knockup is there. The first Nexus turret has fallen. Johnny Rockets steps back and dies to a double up. And Jame, you can't shield a turret, my friend. I regret to inform you that you're not that kind of champion. Evrod has to have one more miracle left in him, and he gets rooted. He goes low. The turret will fall just as Jame does. And Reyes, he never found a headbutt pulverize he didn't like, but the bullet time, making sure they can't get close. Jin Call is tagged low, but the Nexus is just being free hit as Nightstar closes out the game, and we will go to game 3.
10-3-8 scoreline for Jin Call there.
These were his charms, bro. He was charming everybody. He had the hearts.
Absolute money. And we saw why it was banned out in game 1 by the Eutectics. The dude is absolutely lethal on that champion. They thought they could take the LeBlanc into it. I thought they could take the LeBlanc to it, and I thought they'd have this series 2-0 for the Eutectics. But instead, Jin Call and the rest of the Vikings tie it up 1-1 apiece after a rough early game from the Vikings. They are very well played, and I'm looking at my hands, and I think we got a series on them.
Oh my God, you're right. I see it. I see it in the lines of my palm. We do indeed have a series on our hands, man. And, you know, that was a really fantastic game. We have to give the Wenzel's Farm Snack Stick Award over to Jin Call for that one because he came up huge. There was a little early mess in that game for Jin Call, unlike a Wenzel's Farm Snack Stick, which has no mess. But then later on, no distractions for Jin Call, much like a Wenzel's Farm Snack Stick. No distractions, bold protein-packed flavor. He was locked in, just like a Wenzel's Farm Snack Stick will keep you locked in, whether you're grinding rank or leading the squad like Jin Call was in that game. Wenzel's will keep you powered up. Grab a stick, stay in the game, crush the competition. Wenzel's Farm, fuel for gamers, flavor for champions. We'll see if one of these teams will be crowned the champion, as the winner will go to the grand finals. The loser will head to the lower bracket. Game 3 will be coming at you real soon.
If I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You got to give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work them. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is... Oh.
supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh, yeah. There's something in there. Ah!
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just can't. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
From the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what. You finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
Welcome back, everybody, to the National East Coast Athletic Conference Collegiate Conference. As we've made it into the playoffs, we are in the semifinals. The winner will go to the grand finals. The loser will go to the lower bracket. The Eutectics have won one game. Grandview has won one game. It's a wonder why these teams are so closely seated when it comes to C-Law at large. Shibby, I must say, after watching these two games, after watching game one, I was like, you know what? The Eutectics should be seated higher. After watching the second game, I said, you know what? Maybe 16 is good.
My graphic coming into full fruition, staring at the man in the mirror, the Eutectics and GVU may be more similar than they actually care to admit. As just to remind everybody that's tuning in, we are in a full Fearless format. The champions that you see at the bottom of my screen and Yanni's screen are not available for the rest of this series. And we talked about digging into the pockets. The sides have just swapped GVU on the blue side, Eutectics onto the red side. I don't think the bans will change too much, though. That's the thing about Fearless, is that you see a lot of these teams, they'll just keep banning the same 5 champions over and over again. But I think you can actually get really in-depth with like letting some of these power picks open later on and taking them away for yourselves. But we typically tend to see that when we get into game 5 of Fearless. Unfortunately, this is a best of 3, so it'll be the final match between these two guys. And so far, Lisa and Akali taken away. Sejuani, Zoe. I'm sure we're going to see a Corky ban coming out from the Eutectics here. And we'll see if GVU is going to be opting in to ban some of the more powerful junglers and limiting James' potential. Instead, they're just going to go with the Jason. They're saying, you know what, Johnny Rockets, Evrot, No flexing. No flexing between the both of you.
No flexing allowed, baby. No, not here. They shut that down real quick. Now the question is, Shibby, we've only seen these players play stereotypical carries top. I assume that will continue given the sort of meta that we're in, but I think it could be time to tell Johnny Rockets, hey man, you might need to go on tank duty for a game, right? Especially because you can't have the Gwen picked against you can't have the Ambessa picked against you. All right, we're gonna see a
Oh!
Rumble on one side. Listen, this is a great Galio angle. Maybe we should go for that.
Maybe they'll take Efrod onto the Galio. Johnny Rockets plays like an AD in the mid lane, and they can just lane swap really quickly. Or maybe they've got
Hey, this works.
Galio.
This
in the
works.
pocket. This is
This
not
is-
Galio. This is another champion that starts with a G.
Yeah.
This is Gnar.
It's not a
I
carry.
feel like
but
has a
it's-
rough
but
time
it's
when he
not
goes
a
into the
carry.
melee lane. Right? I feel like you can't really abuse that range state as much as you want. As the Maokai has come in, that could go into either Reyes or James's hands. I feel like it's more of a James champion just because he does play that Sejuani a lot. He's tank support style junglers, someone that can engage, disengage, very, very crucial. And GVU have said, you know what? We are not going to let our prized possession, the Rel, get banned out in the second phase once again. We're going to lock up that engage support early. It's not the hot pot combo, but it's damn near close with Rel plus Rumble.
Yeah, and you know what? We could still even see a Jarvan. Who knows? We're going to get a Varus coming in here. So I love the team fight that GVU are putting together. They are saying, we're going to hit level 6. We're going to hit our R buttons. We're going to win the fight. But the Eutectics, they can hit their R buttons pretty well too. The Gnar bar management's going to be important. And this Braum is going to be really good to try to stave off any engage that GVU are going to throw at him.
Yeah, this was banned out in the second rotation. GVU ended up banning out that Braum and the Poppy because they wanted to take that Nautilus last time around. Very, very well played from the Eutectics here, taking that Braum early into double melee plus that ranged, most likely going to be a attack on hit Varus with the amount of close range champions there are. I don't think we'll see the poke Varus because of how much armor the Eutectics can build on the side of their team comp, especially because you can just block the piercing arrows pretty consistently. I feel like an auto attack based Varus or an attack speed Varus is going to be much more valuable coming into these fights here. But now we get in the second round of bans. GVU removing more mid laners. And like you mentioned, Yanni, Eutectics, they're still afraid of the combo, right? The Jarvan, the Xin Zhao. They are just whittling down Castle's champion pool here. Mind you, Ivern taken away. Wukong, Vi, and Viego all not available within the jungle pool. And throwaway
Skarner's up.
ban potentially. Skarner is up, but I don't know how much GVU want to index into the I'm just going to run at you composition, especially with the Xayah now being picked up on top of the Maokai. Like if they just see Skarner coming in, Maokai can twisted advance, knock him away, and he'll be completely fine.
Yeah, but it is a barbecue comp, right? Where you could Skarner, ult 3 people, and then throw the equalizer on top of them, right? You know, you're out here
Yeah.
cooking on the shrimp on the Barbie type deal. Instead, we're going to see another carry come out here. So we got a 3 carry comp. We're going to see a Kindred come through for Castle. And then Orianna is your standard. Well, we kind of team fight. We kind of don't. So Orianna can fix a lot of problems with her ultimate.
Yeah, something you say pretty consistently. It ties the room together. It ties the team comp together, right? Whether it, albeit with duct tape or, aluminum, steel, whatever you want to call it. I think GVU
what
have
is
crafted
aluminum
themselves
steel tying together?
I don't know, welding. If you're a welder, I think.
Sure. I mean, I
Unfortunately,
wouldn't call
why does our producer know you use tungsten? Was he a welder in
Bro,
a
I don't
past
know
life?
if our producer. I think our producer is just April Foolsing us.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid. I don't believe him. He's malding now about the fact that you use tungsten for it. But regardless,
Evrot.
On the
Evrot has picked
Talia.
up the Talia.
when you don't
Yeah.
have tungsten and when you don't have steel, you know what you have? You got rocks, baby. We got rocks. We got trees. This is exactly what we got over on the Eutectics. A little bit of snow too. This is just a mountain. This is the mountain composition right here.
Snow too. He doesn't play for the Eutectics. That's too easy. That was too easy. It's a little NACLOQ joke, a little tier 3 joke. Right?
That's
Anyway,
if you know, you know. You know, and
if
Shibby,
you're part of the cool
and
kids.
Shibby, he knows.
Yeah. I think if Grapes was in this chat, he'd be like, "That's a good joke. That's a good
Grapes
joke."
is in this chat. He could be. He's got the multi-twitch up. He might be laughing at this joke, or he might just have us muted because honestly, that guy is probably sick and tired of hearing you and me.
Yeah, 100% here. And the Eutectics, sick and tired of probably hearing us as well, as we're going to get into game 3 here. GVU, beautiful team fight composition, right? You got the Rel Oriana combo. You have a lot of tools you can use to engage, and you don't have to throw them out all at once, which is what I really like, right? You can go Rel Rumble, and you can still have the Oriana ultimate in the back pocket. You could go Chain of Corruptions into the Rumble ultimate. GVU does not have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at once here. They can use some of these ultimates sparingly and use them for multiple different fights. With the amount of objectives that are on the map currently, right, in this day and age of League, sometimes it's good just to burn 1 to 2 ultimates so you can have it up for that next fight. Eutectics definitely playing a much more keep-away orientated composition. I love the fact that Evrot can kind of stop some of these dashes, can stop Rel, can stop Kindred in their path here, as well as the immobile champions of Oriana and Varus set themselves up for a lot of these picks, right? Jame, Flash Twisted Advance. You've got Evrot who can bump somebody into his team here, and Zipri, all the meanwhile, should be completely fine, right? There's nobody that can really reach Xayah in my mind other than what would be a poke-oriented Varus, which is exactly what we're going to see. Say it ain't so, Yanni. Say it ain't so.
I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. See which team will be carrying themselves home. Game 3 of this best of 3 series. Loser to the lower bracket, winner to the grand finals. The Eutectics beat out Grandview last NECC season for the Division 1 title. This time around looking to make Grandview's life real hard to try and face the Kings again. Meanwhile, Grandview looking for some regicide here.
And with that Kindred being picked up, I know earlier on we talked about when we saw the Varus, it shouldn't be something that is going to be an attack speed orientated Varus, but now it allows Nightstar to go that poke build because you've got Cass on the backside on this Kindred, most likely going crit and attack speed here. So talked about maybe nothing really able to reach Sir Zipri here. Oh my god, these guys are just going at it.
All right. Evrot throwing another rock and another one and another one. Flashing and the auto attack, the fade away. First blood for Evrot.
Unfortunately, Jin Call giving me second grade PTSD when I got rocks thrown at me. Evrot absolutely destroys him in the mid lane. Solo kill, 1-0 right now.
Shibby, can you explain to me why you had rocks thrown at you after this fight as Sir Zipri taking a couple of auto attacks, but Nightstar doesn't get close, so Inflame is actually getting traded back here. Really nice trade from the Eutectics.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to just dive bomb into a Braum, specifically, because of how much damage you can trade. Level 2 hit by both of these guys. Poke Varus finally coming into fruition. Level 1 Varus, Yanni, you would know, not the strongest champion in the game.
Shut up! Wasn't this the exact... No, these were not the exact champions we were playing on.
No.
Yes, this is exactly why you got lost. Thank you, producer Rare Adam. The quick one-liner, because I was just so offended already. Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
What happened here? What is
Jame
going
went in
on
for
in
a
this
flash
mid lane?
gank. Jame went in for a flash twisted advance. Maybe went a little too far forward, got absolutely blown up, and unfortunately Evrot cannot get the return kill back. So Jame rewards his mid laner and says, you know what? No, the game's not hard enough.
Let's make
Let
it
me
harder.
give him a kill back. Yeah.
Reyes is able to hop back, and Chibi, one thing that I'm a little embarrassed to admit, but I'll admit it to you right now, is Reyes actually just dies from the Arcane Comet. Nightstar from downtown. Looking like Steph Curry this evening. Meanwhile, Castle, he's going to flash
Castle!
away, but he was just clearly dead. What is going on?
He really wanted the mark. Unfortunate. Fiends for it a little too hard. And Jame? I don't know if Sir Zipri and Jame can make this play. Piercing arrow goes wide. James, no flash. Remember, buddy, you used that in the mid lane. Can you get the
Getting
twisted
close.
advance,
Oh, the slow. Nightstar's flashing it, though. He's forced to flash away. James is so close, but he can't get there. But he does do well to burn Nightstar's flash.
Crucial cooldown. Maybe sets up a kill window
Johnny
for
Rockets
Zipri
is
and
getting-
Reyes.
He's getting destroyed here.
I think every time we've panned the top lane in these 3 games, Johnny Rockets has been getting destroyed in the laning phase. But it doesn't matter, because Johnny Rockets comes back into the mid game, and we could very well see a situation. I have a little bit of clairvoyance. I'm slightly gifted. I couldn't get into the Xavier school, but I predict that Johnny Rockets is going to hit a massive 4 to 5 man Gnar ultimate to either win the game or win a massive objective swing, because that's just the kind of player Johnny Rockets is.
I thought you were going to say that Johnny Rockets was going to hit a massive 5-man ultimate, but that was after most of his team was already dead. And it looks cool, but it actually doesn't do anything. Castle on his way up. Gnar is his marked target. Johnny Rockets looking a bit healthy here, but that's because he isn't Mega Gnar form. Gonna wait for him to get out, I'm sure. So Ariana doing well to play at a good range. Castle not able to do much, so he'll just head back into his jump. Oh, wait. All right, we're just fighting everywhere. Cersei has been traded on. Hey, it feels like we could just see a full-scale fight break out at any time, Shippy.
In flame. Beautiful double stun there. Reyes doing a good job keeping his 80 carry alive. And it's interesting because in flame now can kind of just dive in. And even though Reyes tags him with that Winter's Bite, it's not enough.
Cleanse is needed there. Nightstar's up a little close, and he'll find a kill anyway, claiming those feats for his squad as Reyes is just taking so much damage. Nightstar walked up, took a turret shot. He's fine. He was just having fun. He was happy gaming, a normal Summoner's Rift experience. This is not the same Nightstar that I saw in OQ's, by the way.
No, not at all. Just more relaxed here. Beats of Warfare going over to the GVU right now. James and Johnny Rockets. I don't think you guys win this 2v2. I could be wrong, but I don't think Mini Gnar and a level 4 Maokai do too much to the absolute insanity.
Oh, he dropped it on his head. Flash for flash. We'll take the dub. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a 1-for-1 in the 2v1.
Castle, unfortunately, had marked the Maokai, so I think he's still at 0 stacks. Maybe he only has 1 at most, but good job from Ariana picking up the kill. The flash follow into the taser.
He does have 1.
Very well played. He has 1 stack. He's got 1 stack. That's about it.
Yeah, he's not
and
stack.
The other stack is all the way at Grom.
Okay,
He might
be stack lacking if it's all the way over there. And they've pinged it too. They're well aware it's there.
Castle will pick up the grubs for his team though. Reyes and Cersei, their only job is to survive this lane. Like, they're not going to beat Rel, poke Varus in lane here, and it kind of feels like they're trying to. They're not really content on, like, kind of gracefully losing. But Cersei has Cleanse and Reyes has Heal. Like, those are not combat summoner spells, especially into what is the Barrier and Ignite for Nightstar and Inflame. Hey, it's tough. I just genuinely think you play for that late game. You play for the 2-3 items. We saw Zipri do it before on the Sivir. Zaya, a much better champion to play that playstyle. They are going to pick up this dragon, the classic grubs for dragon trade. GVU, in a situation where they're 2,000 gold ahead in the early game, Yanni, this is deja vu for game 1.
Yeah, the good news for the Eutectics is that Grandview is not really going to be able to use these grubs that well. You know, the Eutectics probably weren't going to use them that well either, but I think Dragons might be a bigger focus. As Nightstar continuing to outtrade Cersei. It has been the story of the series so far. Cersei having a tough laning phase, and while he's keeping even in CS, is down 2 kills.
Tough lane for Cersei. Another ultimate gets dropped onto Johnny Rockets' head, and brother, you are dead, I think.
Now they got to make it happen quick. Good job by Ariana to start tanking, or start doing damage outside of the turret range. Sephiroth is here, but he will hold on to the Weaver's Wall in the back pocket. Meanwhile, James for the long distance route. It is going to hit Nightstar. Can he get on top of him? They are. They stun him. They CC him to death, but he sidesteps nicely. The ultimate for Sir Zepri as they look to give it over to him, but he's ignited. He's trying to heal. Auto the minion, Zepri, no! He falls. In Flame should go down here. The minions are beating the tar out of him. The champions are beating the tar out of him. He's got a shield. He's got a flash, and he will escape, and he had a shutdown on his head too.
Beautiful double stun coming out from Inflame there. And Castle.
Oh, he sticks around.
Hungry.
Oh, this
They
is
gotta know.
so disturbing. Oh, wait, Inflame. He pops the open. He only hits Reyes, but Reyes is out of mana. Castle looking to chase him down. He's not going to get the Maokai stack, but he could certainly get the Braum stack. James looking to knock him away, and he does. So, bit of a disconnect on that play. Meanwhile, Johnny Rocket's dying in the top lane.
Whoa. You now said that 3 times. How many more times will you say that, Yanni, prior to laning phase being over? You got the over-under. More than 6 or less than 6?
I don't think. I think you'd have to put the line at 3.5 at this point, because laning phase is almost over. And I think I'd take the under on that. I think that Johnny Rockets will survive until the end of the laning phase.
Johnny Rockets putting his team in a bit of a deficit as they now have to deal with a 3-0 Rumble, who is just going to rip through this team, right? Not a lot of MR being built, at least early on. It's just health damage coming out from Evrot and Sir Zepri, who has picked up that Essence Reaver to the Yomus of Nightstar. And what was a good start for Evrot, Yanni, when you see Atilia mid lane, what do you expect? Because I expect them to roam and double up with their jungler and get some kills, either in the bottom lane or the top side, and we just haven't really seen a whole ton of it.
Yeah, this has been a problem of Evrot and Jane like all season long, is that they'll pick these champions, they won't act on this. Evrot with a nice flash there, so we'll be able to survive after Castle and Inflame trying to link up on a play. Take notes.
Flash burned. Evrot could be in for another gank very, very soon as Ariana just lets the heater
Johnny
fly.
Rockets. Relax, bud.
He's fine.
Okay, big double shockwave coming out into the Magnet Storm. Do they have enough damages? Cannot get close to the Braum because of the root. Teleport coming in as Ariana looking to join the fight. Sir Zepri dies.
With ult up.
Equalizer coming down from downtown. Will take out Reyes as well, as it is all Grandview here in this third game.
6 grubs to their name as well. Going to be absolutely lethal. Ariana on that side lane. TP coming in. Ariana might just kill Johnny Rockets here as Nightstar. All while that was happening in the mid lane, and the top side has picked up a bounty of gold for himself. Those turret plates going over to him. Even though he's Poke Varus, completely fine. He can still whittle these turrets away, and Johnny Rockets is level 8 to level 10. The guy's not having a good time, man.
No. Yeah, I mean, you called it. You said that you're not going to take as big of an advantage when you're playing the Snar. Inflame going for it, stunning Evrot, but Jinkall doesn't really have that much mana. Stun's coming down onto Inflame. There's not that much damage coming out of these 3 members, though. But Evrot has plenty of rocks to spare. Shibby, watch out. Kill goes down, but now they're on top of Evrot.
Nice
Castle goes way deep and gets the kill, but Sir Zepri has shown up to the party, and no Lamb's Respite. And a big splash there, but no! James took a little too long, the shockwave to bring him back in, but the turret had swapped targets.
Half a second earlier, and potentially Jinkall is dead there. He's 2 CC'd up to actually end up flashing there, but Nightstar's here! He's Yomu's! Oh no! He's
All right,
running
Nightstar,
really
let's
fast.
see what you got.
Gotta get a poke in.
Okay, no, he's going to tag Reyes here with the ultimate. Root's going to come out. He fires. He misses the arrow. Inflame looking to bail out his AD carry, but his AD carry is going to be very dead. Evrot coming
Evrot's
over
here
with the Weaver's Wall. Nightstar flashes, but gets stunned. The kill will go his way. Inflame no longer tagged by the Braum passive. Gets re-tagged by the Braum passive. Now we're just waiting for the seismic jump to come back up, but he doesn't even need it. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade there, but Evrot ended up with 2.
This is really looking like game one, Yanni. GVU had a dominant early game, but just started taking some really wacky fights, trying to make hero plays, and they ended up giving crucial gold over both to Zephyr and Everett there. Dragon stacking still going over into the Eutectics' favor. Cloud Soul on the menu once again. Man, these souls have sucked.
Yeah, the Cloud Soul sucks about as much as that smite from James. Left that on 5 HP. Ariana gonna go and take the first turret of the game here. 4-0-0, 121 CS, has not died on the side lane just yet. But we do know that Ariana has had a couple of oopsies in this series. It allowed the Eutectics to get back into game once and see if it'll happen again as Nightstar is taking it to James, but he shorts the arrow. Nightstar's got to sidestep around Everett, but he really can't. Minion wave is going to go down, and Reyes is going to tank out the rest. Well played dive.
That was one of the slowest dives I've ever seen. Zephyr.
It wasn't slow, Shibby. It was controlled. Shockwave not going to land. Sir Zephyr with a good sidestep, I guess.
Hezzy. Backstep potentially. Euro step here is, I don't know if we want
Reyes
this
is
fight
in
though,
trouble.
Reyes.
All right, James, let him hop to you. James is going to pop his hold out, but the Magnet Storm will keep Reyes in, and it's going to be a kill to Jingle.
Yeah, I think the Eutectics just trying to force their hand a little bit too much. Ariana burns Everett to a crisp. Paper might beat Rock, but did you know a flamethrower also beats him, Yanni?
Now, I've played enough Pokemon to know that that is just not true. You're lying to me. As we're going to see a dive between two turrets here. Sir Zephyr with a good root. James is low as Zephyr. Sure, this turret will survive as they will now double back, hit this mid turret, take it down.
Really well played from GVU, forcing the Eutectics back and kind of just punishing them when the Eutectics didn't really have a move, right? They got that kill in the bottom lane, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we can move mid even though we have zero river control. We just saw Inflame try to make a play onto Sir Zephyr. We don't know who else is around, and they get punished very, very harsh. And now Jinkall looking for Johnny Rockets.
He found him.
He found him, but couldn't do anything about it. Johnny Rockets level 10 on this Gnar, and Yanni, you won the bet. You said it was under 6, 16 minutes into the game.
I said
Johnny
under
Rockets
3.5, bro. I took the alternate
Under-
line.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Of course it's a good one. You know what I do for him.
Yeah. You shuck oysters. Anyways, Johnny Rockets, 0-3.
Yeah, my dad was the best
Johnny.
oyster shucker in all of Greece.
Known oyster shucker. Really quick with it. Pops him open. Lickety split. 2 seconds. Actually insane. Don't make that noise. Don't make that noise again. As the Rift Herald going down to GVU here. Nightstar and Castle. I'm going to make pretty quick work of the objective here. Not even going to burn the smite. They don't care. Uh-oh.
Okay,
Might be in
wait,
trouble,
we're seeing
though.
a play. Where's the Gnar ultimate? All right. It was already used. I missed it. I was too busy laughing about the oyster shucker comment. Anyway, Everett gets the kill. He's got 6. Castle has realized, oh man, there are a lot of enemies in this jungle. These camps are a little aggressive. He will blast plan himself out. It's still a 4,000 gold deficit for the Eutectics. This third dragon is going to tell us a lot, Shibby. Will they go and try to get the soul, or will they allow GVU to take it themselves and use that extra time to try and farm back in?
Yeah, I think having those 2 dragons, now that it's Cloud Soul, just give it to GVU and take gold on the map, right? Mid lane tier 1 is still up. Top lane tier 1 is still up. Try to force GVU to try to do everything at once and then attack where they're weak, right?
There's the attack.
Top lane right now.
They're attacking Everett, and Ariana do so much damage. Everett stood on that entire equalizer, and James the Forest is on fire like a New Jersey summer. A quick 2-for-0.
Ariana is Smokey the Bear's #1 op. Rumble.
I know Smokey the
6
Bear hates to see an Ariana.
6-0-1, Riftmaker and Leandries. Eutectics
Sir Zephyr
slowly
takes
but
down, he had
surely
to
losing
cleanse.
this game.
He had to cleanse away a slow. That is horrific.
Classic.
Oh, Shockwave. There's the flash out of Johnny Rockets here, who, again, as you've noted, as we've both noted, has struggled mightily. He has an old magic mantle, but I'm not sure if it's going to help. He's just going to look for the solo kill, and he gets it. But Evrot TP from behind. And Orianna is not quite Ariana. He does not exactly win these. Well, he does flash to the side, gets good damage out, and you trade Orianna for Orianna as he TPs in, looking to do a whole lot. The Flame Spitter is spitting. Sterzipri, though, they find Castle. He's so low and he survives. Ariana is overheated, but the roof goes down as it was found by Nightstar. And it's a triple kill for Ariana. He's 9-0.
9-0.
He's on
Might just get
fire.
a payday. He's literally on fire. As now, he's going to get another huge influx of gold for himself. Nightstar's going to leave, but I believe he's still going to pick up some of that gold. Yeah. Ariana. Absolute monster on the map right now. Like you said, 9-0-1. Would have loved to see that Galio. Would have been insane. But instead, Johnny Rockets, a champion not available in his pool. We talked about getting into these Game 3 Fearless drafts. How deep can you go? Orianna on this Rumble looking absolutely diabolical right now. Just destroying the Eutectics.
And we talked about how good Johnny Rockets has looked over the course of 2025. And Ariana is a guy who was not on the CLOL top 10 for top lane. And in fairness, it is a very competitive role. But somebody who could have maybe been around that 10. And, you know, Johnny Rockets has just been absolutely sunned by him in 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, laning phase.
The paternity test has come through. Ariana, you are the father.
Yeah, I mean, laning phase has been just dominated by Ariana, even in the game that GVU lost, right? On that Gwen, just was absolutely ripping through here. And Sterzipri should be fine here, as Essence Reaver plus Navori has been picked up. But again, I just don't think it's enough, man. Like, he's got to hit 4 or 5 items if he really wants to carry. Granted, this is the Eutectics quote-unquote comfort zone post-laning phase. They start team fighting very, very well. But I just think Ariana's so big that any team fight he enters, he drops the red carpet, Chain of Corruptions comes down.
Oh, Sterzipri getting chunked out hard. Here comes Evrot from behind, but now he's in the middle of the team. This is not where you want to be, bud. He's got to flash away, and look who's coming from behind. Drops the equalizer on his head.
Evrot going down 7-6-3, not having a bad game himself necessarily, but 10-0 on the Ariana. Another massive paycheck. This guy is robbing bank after a bank after a bank and is not getting caught by the Eutectics police.
Cashing checks and breaking necks, baby. That's what Ariana's doing. He's ready to turn. Look at the Flame Spitter. It does half his HP. That's ridiculous. In Flame. He's a little slowed here off his horse, but should be all right. Johnny Rockets is now Meganar. The question is he going to make a move? He is going to leap onto Ariana. But how long can you stung him for? Not long enough as Johnny Rockets has stopped taking actions. Ariana is now in the danger zone, trying to get away. The shield's not there. He's got a flash, but Nightstar is here to try to turn this around with this top laner. Ariana wants in. Jane wants in too. This is on top of Nightstar. Ariana is waffling back and forth and leaves his AD carry to die.
Ariana protecting the KDA right there, 10-0-2. Gets out alive. All the meanwhile, Jinkal soloing that blue buff for himself. GVU are in such a commanding position. You're just in the Baron waiting room, realistically, right? 23 minutes into the game, and surely GVU are just going to rip this off spawn. I mean, Castle is 2 items, right? Triforce into the Collector. Ariana is at 4 items, sorry. And it is quietly stacking that Magi. 16 stacks right now. I mean, how do you fight away from this Rumble is the question for Eutectics. It seems like he's everywhere all at once.
I mean, honestly, he is. He's utilized his teleport fairly well, but he's positioned himself even better. And whatever is happening, whatever lane he is in, GVU goes to him and says, we'll play around you. You're very good at playing around their best player.
One taser and Super's gonna be half health for sure.
Yes. Let's see. Come on, Ariana, fire your taser.
I really want to see him just like hit it Zipri for once. Is Johnny Rockets.
He got it.
5-3 on this Nari. Got the top lane turret. That's bounty gold, baby.
Yeah, this is, it's a positive play, right? You're down a lot, but you do need positive plays to chain your way back into a game. I don't know if it's going to really, move the needle. It's going to bring them back into this one. But I do know that they got more gold than they had before.
Jamin Reyes.
What are they doing?
Not reading.
What are
Oh, they're dead, right?
Castle just over the wall on his Zipri, just hopping over. Oh my goodness. I mean, Zipri didn't even use his ultimate here. James is running scared. Luckily he landed the root, but Castle's gonna flash for him. Decides to give up the chase as the team pressures elsewhere. Johnny Rockets is forced into his base. Nightstar is here. Johnny Rockets is mega. Maybe he wants to go in against these two carries, but realistically cannot defend this all by his lonesome. As the mid inhibitor turret has fallen. The mid inhibitor should be going down next. Ariana shoving on the bottom side. Johnny Rocket's going to pull him into the turret.
Big
The
shutdown.
equalizer drops it on his head, and he gets the shutdown. Johnny Rockets gets his revenge. And here's a big magnet storm, though. We're waiting for a shockwave to come out as well. And down they go. 2 birds, 1 stone by Nightstar. Sir Zipri is here. He has his ultimate. He's in the face of Nightstar, but he gets blown up, and he can't even use it. He's saving it for next game. Castle's on a killing spree. The inhibitor's gonna fall. Shibby, Grandview is looking to end this game. Inflame with a stun, but he can't get close to Evrot, and Evrot ends up getting the kill. The first Nexus turret will fall. Evrot's healed up, but he doesn't have any help coming for 10 seconds. The second Nexus turret is down, and GVU has said there may be new kings this season in NECC Division 1. Come at us if you dare, Eutectics. We'll be waiting.
Beautiful, beautiful play from the Eutectics and GVU there. 2-1 victory for the Grandview Vikings. And they put themselves into the grand final spot. Eutectics get knocked into that lower bracket where they have to face off against some absolute demons in the NECC Div 1 team. And very well played, right? Like, this is how game 1 should have gone for GVU. Ariana gets a massive lead on the top lane, kills Johnny Rockets multiple times in a row. They parlay that into multiple objectives, multiple fights, and then they just steamroll throughout the game. This should have been a 2-0. For everything that it's worth, it should have been a 2-0 from GVU. They let it go to game 3. They actually rally back in game 2 after going down early. In this game, in game 3, they go up 4,000 or 5,000 gold into the mid game, and they just never let go. Ariana said, if you won't play around me, I will force this to happen. Everywhere you guys are grouping, I'm pushing the side lane, whether it's top, bottom, mid, I don't care. I am dropping the red carpet on your heads, and you are just going to like it. And the Eutectics, unfortunately, could not get to that point where they could rely on Sir Zipri, where they could rely on Evrot to get some of these kills here. We will see a potential rematch in the grand finals between these two teams. Eutectics still looking very, very strong. And I know, Yanni, you bounce back and forth. Are the Eutectics a number 16 team? Are the GVU a number 12 team? Now that the dust has settled, what do you think? The CLL Hub power rankings got them right?
Yeah, they got him right. I don't think either of these teams should go anywhere right now, because while we saw some good things out of GVU, we saw some bad things. And while we saw some bad things out of the Eutectics, we saw a little bit of good. But all I know is that Ariana, if we're giving out Snack Stick Awards, would certainly get a Snack Stick Award for the Rumble performance tonight. So let's see what we got going next. Weber has defeated UAESA Amber to move on to the next round, where they will face the winner of Mizzou and Winthrop Academy. So then, Weber versus Winthrop Academy or Mizzou, the winner of that will play against Grandview. And let me tell you, Shibby, I would love to see Weber versus Grandview. That'll be about as fun as, Weber versus the Eutectics, right? So I'm pulling for Weber to get there and maybe make it to the finals, because we've already seen Grandview in the Eutectics. We've already seen Weber in the Eutectics. I got to see how Weber stacks up. What are your thoughts?
We talked about this before, Yanni. Weber may have a bit of a monkey on their back when they go against these MEC teams. Currently, they're 0-1. If you remember last year, they ended up dropping out in the round of 32 against Ottawa University. I genuinely think that MEC GVU might have it in the bag. Ariana is unstoppable, and I genuinely think it is North NECC, then MECC. That's the order it goes. South, who heard of them? East, who heard of them?
Boo, man. Boo this man. Whatever. Let's see. Listen, he's still MEC build, right? He still is. He forever will be. Should be. Is the MEC guy, regardless of how much he takes care of the NECC. Speaking of the NECC, because we're getting to the end of April Fool's Day, we have some more NECC action going on throughout the rest of the week. Rainbow Six, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Then at 7 p.m. on Thursday, we have Rocket League. 7 p.m. on Friday, Overwatch 2. Not a bad way to kick back and spend some time to start your weekend. Then on Saturday, Collegiate League of Legends and Collegiate Valorant lower finals. 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. You're going to want to be there. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors once again, shouting out G Fuel and ECC20 for a big discount. And of course, Wenzel's Farm and their awesome snack sticks. No mess, no distractions. Bold, protein packed flavor. Keep you locked in whether you're grinding ranked or leading the squad. Wenzel's give you the power to stay up and win some games. Grab a stick, stay in the game, crush the competition. Wenzel's Farm, fuel for gamers, flavor for champions. Want to give a big shout out to those behind the glass, Chippy and Rare Adam, and my co-caster Chippy, and of course everybody out there watching, because without you guys we wouldn't have not a stream to watch. Thank you everybody for being here with us tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow for some more NECC action.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach, hug him up. On the other side. Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick. Yeah. Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.